Podcast, episode 79. It's Caleb and Alex back with you again. Welcome, Alex. You weathering the storm out there all right?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Like we talked about before, this shoveling. I charge. We have luckily we have gas, like a gas space heater, like that's connected to the gas line. So if the power does go out,
you won't be totally frozen.
Yeah, but like I charge all the electronics. I have like a little generator battery box thing for electronics that we charged up, and flash all the essentials.
Yeah.
But you'd think it's the apocalypse out here, man.
Seriously. Meanwhile, I'm out here in Arizona. It's like 65, clear skies. It's like just normal. All my coworkers in Texas are like, the stores, everybody's buying everything out. I'm like, what is going on?
I know. That's how it was here. Like I went down to, it's funny because I went down at the grocery store yesterday morning just for like last second things.
Yeah.
It was busy, of course, but the two busiest things, so all the bread was gone. But then the biggest line, there's a liquor store inside my grocery store. The biggest line was going into the liquor section of the store. Like everyone's all, well, we're gonna be stuck inside for a few days. I gotta have my liquor.
That's funny. There's the priorities, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, we're weathering it out. Like football's on today, so I'll give me something to do. Have some soup and
stay warm.
Yep, and do this. This is like the perfect day for me to a couple hours do this podcast. So
nice.
I'm excited to talk about everything because it's been a while.
I know it has been a few weeks, so we got a lot to talk about. Today we're going to be talking about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on that because we had differing opinions on the first 28 years later.
First one. Yep.
And then we're going to be talking about Fallout Season 2. I think we have 3 episodes of that. So episodes 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll be talking about Percy Jackson, the end of Season 2. So episodes 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to be talking about the new anime season with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 and Hell's Paradise Season 2. And I think a new episode of Hell's Paradise came out like this morning, but I haven't watched that one. So it's just the first 2 episodes of Hell's Paradise Season 2.
I did watch the third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch that one yet.
I think it popped up last night.
Okay.
Because
I'll try and watch that.
Sundays.
Yeah, it must be Sundays in Japan, and then we can get it early. Yeah. I saw it like 20 minutes before this podcast, and I was like, I don't have time to watch it.
Yeah. All good. Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just get into it. Let's talk about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. So we'll talk about it without spoilers first and give our thoughts and a score. And then after that, we'll put up a spoiler alert and go into the spoilers. But while I get the spoiler alert ready, Alex, do you want to go ahead and tell us your thoughts on 28 years later, the Bone Temple?
Sure. First and foremost, I don't know why, but the Bone Temple just sounds like it's a weird title for a movie.
It is, yes.
I mean, in the context, like, obviously I get why it's called that, but like, oh yeah, did you see the Bone Temple?
Yeah.
But so like the first movie we had differing opinions, so I'm curious on this one too. Because I did not like, I don't remember what score I gave it. I don't know if you remember, but it was bad. I think it was like a 3 or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a 4 maybe or something. Yeah, something like that. 3 or 4.
Below average.
Yeah.
I thought the first one was, I thought it was terrible. There are a few good things, but so I went into this one with low expectations, and you know what? I gotta say, I actually really enjoyed this one.
Nice.
I think it's a lot better than the first one for many reasons. Number one, I think it's more focused.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, they don't do weird stuff with the camera and stuff like the first one did. Like in the first movie, I think we talked about in our review. Do you remember that scene where they're like running back to their across the water of the village and it looks all like spacey and weird? Yep. It just felt so out of place. So like the first movie did weird things like that, and this one doesn't. This feels I like the way this one was filmed more.
Okay.
I think the characters are better and defined, more defined than the first movie, excluding one character. He was more of a background in this movie compared to the first one. But yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
I
I like the acting in this was great.
Yes.
I feel like it was more streamlined. The villains in this, probably the worst villains I've seen in a movie in years, like in a good way.
Yeah.
The ending of this movie was freaking awesome, and it actually got me excited for another one if they make it.
Yes.
Like I enjoyed this one. I was originally going to give it like a 7 or 6, but the more and more I thought about it, the more and more I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to give it an 8. Actually, I didn't think it was just better than the first one. Like I think this was actually like a good film.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, 8 out of 10 for me, and that's come from someone who couldn't stand the first one.
Yeah, I think I gave the first one a 7 or something. Like I thought it was decent. I didn't mind the kind of like artsy direction with some of those scenes. But I do think this one was better and I liked it more. And I gave this one an 8. It was different than I was expecting. But I think it was more focused. The acting was incredible. Specifically, is it Ralph Fiennes? Is that how you say his name? Voldemort. He was great. I do agree there's one character that's a little bit less focused on that I was a little surprised about, but it kind of works with the character. It was different than I was expecting, but in a good way. Like it went a really different direction, and I agree the bad guys were like pretty crazy and like very off-putting in a very good way. Like they felt very unhinged and they did that really well. There were some scenes where it was like just tense the entire time.
And Jack O'Connell too was acted great in this. The main Jimmy.
Yeah, the main Jimmy. Yeah, he was really good.
And I didn't realize he was the vampire in Sinners either.
I didn't either. Wow. Yeah.
He's the main bad like vampire in Sinners.
That makes sense. I did not until right now. I did not know that.
So this dude's like playing some pretty good villains.
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, I'm glad you liked it because I know we had differing opinions on the first one, and with the way the first one ended, it felt like it could be a train wreck. So I'm glad they pulled it in, and because the ending of the last one, I will agree, was pretty weird and out of nowhere, but they made it work, and I felt like this was hard carried by the acting, by both Jack O'Connell and Ralph Fiennes, and it was great. I liked it.
It's funny too because that last scene in the last movie still feels out of place even after this movie came out.
Yeah, you're right. It still feels very Power Rangers-y, and they didn't really go like lean into that at all on this, which is good. But yeah, it still makes that feel out of place.
Yeah, I was like I thought maybe they'll do something with them. I mean, they did little moves in this one, but it wasn't like that.
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, this story too, like it felt like a smaller story.
Yeah,
like more contained, but at the same time, they're still doing things that can have like future impact.
Yeah, and I agree that the ending got me excited for a possible next one tw. I thought that was a really cool ending.
Yeah, like I don't know, this movie did everything that I wanted the first movie to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe if I rewatched the first one, because I will say I think that's why I gave it a 4. I liked the first half of the last movie.
Yeah.
Like the first half was great, but then that second half just went off the rails, in my opinion. So like, I knew they could do some, which by the way, I mean this isn't even a spoiler. You don't even see that village or the father in this movie at all.
No,
I was like,
not at all.
Is he not coming into play?
I know. I was like waiting for it, but yeah, never happened.
I know. I'm curious, like, because that father-son dynamic was. I had thought something more like maybe the father would have to come and help the kid or something, like he would find him, or I don't know. But the father was not even mentioned in this film.
Yeah. I wonder if they're setting that up for the next one too, or if they're just gonna go away from that completely. I don't know. But I did like that dynamic.
Son-father dynamic.
Yeah, for sure.
It felt very like God of War.
Yeah.
Like relationship with but yeah, it sucks because this one didn't make that much money.
Yeah, I saw that. It wasn't doing that great. Because
I actually do want a third one now.
Yeah, yep.
And I wasn't like like I said, I didn't have high expectations, so that's what I was going to ask you. Is this actually as good as I think it is, or is it because I had such low expectations coming from someone who liked the first one?
I think it was way better. So I don't think it's just an expectations thing. I think as a movie, this was just a really good movie, like with the acting and the way it set up the world, like, and expanded the world a little bit, but also stayed very focused.
Yeah.
On just this little story in this world. Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that. I wanted to ask you that. I'm like, man, did I just have such low expectations that I'll like anything after that? But like this one, they did really interesting things. I feel like at least I haven't seen in a zombie quote unquote movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And it was just really interesting because they're doing it in a way that like, which we'll get to in spoilers, that I found really interesting. Because even like, because it's hard to talk without spoilers, but yeah, they just did it in interesting ways.
Yep.
And they kind of had two storylines, and they kind of converge. Mm-hmm. But the way they did it, I thought was really good. Yep. And like I said, the Jimmies, I thought were great antagonists. Like I thought they did what they were supposed to do. Like,
yep.
That barn scene was just wild.
Yeah, agreed. That was one of the best scenes.
Yeah, I was like, geez. And it's like, it's been a while since I've been to a theater where like the theater is, because there was people in my movie theater, even though this movie didn't make money. But like everyone was like, you could just feel the tension. Yeah. Tension is a good word for it. Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Streamlined, good acting, everything. Yeah. So watch it, please, so we can get a third one.
Yes, agreed.
Even if you didn't like the first one.
Yep. Okay, let's get into spoilers. So, spoiler alert for 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. I agree. Go see it. It was good. Even if the first one wasn't your jam, I feel like they pulled it back for most people.
For sure. I think so too. This is getting pretty universally loved, like as far as users this time around.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because the first one was very
all over the place.
Very like split. Like you either love it or you hate it, I feel like.
Yep.
Or like it. But yeah, this one I feel like is getting more of like, yeah, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first thing, because there's like two different storylines, right? So like Spike doesn't really do anything in this movie, but I think it works because he's almost like an observer, like we are. Like we're kind of seeing it with him through like our eyes, his eyes kind of together. And so like while he didn't get a lot of character development, I feel like this almost felt like a side mission in a game, like a DLC with your main character, but it wasn't like the main mission kind of thing, but like not in a bad way.
That's an interesting way to put it. At first, when I was thinking about it, it kind of bothered me. I was like, Spike was such a big part of the first one, and he didn't really do much in this. But then I was thinking about it, I'm like, it kind of makes sense. He's a kid. He's being just roped into this crazy like cult thing, and just I know. And there's parts like when he goes after that lady and asks her to take him with her, and she just like knocks him out or whatever. And I like felt so bad for him. So I think it makes sense for the character, and it does work. Yeah. 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 Cause you're right. He's just like, he literally went from the last movie, like, Dad, I could do everything my own. Right now he's just like, I want to go home. Yeah. He's probably wishing he had Papa with him now. Yeah. No kidding.
But like, so even the very first scene when it pretty much just starts right off the bat with like, they're in that pool area and the Jimmies are telling him to fight him, and that one scene, that beginning scene where the dude, Spike stabs him in like his his artery in his leg or whatever. Oh, blood just spewing. And there's something about that scene that was unnerving, like just seeing the blood squirt out, knowing it hit like an artery.
Yeah, and then nobody helping him, and nobody helping
him, and like him slowly like losing energy and dying. It was like, oh man. Yeah, and like they're kind of dancing around being weird. Like
it really set the tone for how unhinged the Jimmies are.
Yeah. And then just the main Jimmy, like, just kind of sitting up there in his little throne. It was a really good like opening. Like that opening is what I was like, okay, I was like telling myself, don't get ahead of yourself. This is just the first scene. This is actually gonna be good.
Yep.
So like, yeah, the journey with the Jimmies was interesting, and I gotta admit, there was hardly any zombies or rage people or whatever you want to call it in this movie.
Not very many.
You notice that? Like, it wasn't there. If you're going in looking for just pure monster mayhem, like with thousands and hundreds, running around like in the other movies, this one is not it.
Yeah, I agree. But they made it work.
It isn't a bad thing, but yeah. So, because I think they had one scene with like the outsiders where they're like hunting or something.
Yeah.
And the zombies attacked them, and then they ran back, and then the Jimmies were at the house.
Yeah, that felt very early on, like 28 days later. That one scene specifically,
yes,
with like the music and the running, and that part. Mm-hmm. They did have one scene of that. Yeah,
and that scene in the kitchen too with the Jimmies. Like, they're just weird, man. He's telling like one of the Jimmies to like do the Teletubby dance or something.
Yep. You know what that scene reminded me of was like a Inglourious Basterds style, like long scene. We know the stakes, but some of the people there don't know how fully unhinged they are, and it's just kind of building, and they're starting to realize when she's doing the Teletubby dance. Yeah, and it just builds and builds.
Like, Spike is just kind of sitting there like that. That's why I was kind of okay with Spike not being a bigger character, because I felt like he was like us. Like, what the heck?
He was like the stand-in for the audience.
Yeah. And then Jimmy just straight up says, "Yeah, we're gonna leave after we kill you." Like, he just straight up says it. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because they're Satanists, right? They worship the devil, and I was reading he's based off of someone in Europe. I have no clue who it is.
Jimmy Savile, I think, is the character they're
the real
based off of,
kind of basing it off of. Yeah,
which I
didn't know that.
He turned out to be like a pedophile or something, but in this, since it happened before it was known, he's still like well known or something. I don't know all of it, but that's just kind of the impression I got.
Yeah, for me, like, regardless what he's based off of, like, he has in the movie itself, like, a very distinct, like, I could see, whether you want to or not, I could see people like dressing up as him as Halloween or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whether that's a good idea or not, because he's apparently a real person.
Yeah.
But like, anyways, like that scene again, that was another great scene, intense. There wasn't really any music in it. It's just letting the scene build, and you could see villagers kind of like eyeballing each other, like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?"
Yep.
And then
oh man, when they actually do like what do they call it? A sacrifice or a
the taking off their shirt or whatever they call it.
That was horrible. That was
do the sacrifice. Yeah, I know, dude. That scene. There's very few scenes that make me like, ugh.
Yeah.
But there's something about this scene. It was even worse than like a gory. I'm trying to think of like an example, like a Doom type. Like this felt. I think it was worse because it just felt so like real.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it was humans doing that to like other humans, and you're like kind of watching it. Like,
yeah.
It was just nasty.
It was
just like crazy, and like there's people sitting next to me squirming. But like I don't want to say it wasn't like I'm not like, it's not a bad, like in a good way. Well, in a bad way, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I get what they're trying to do. Like it wasn't like nasty to be nasty kind of thing, like a Saw movie or something.
Yeah, it did a really good job of showing in a zombie apocalypse, like humans are almost more dangerous than, we've seen that before, but this is like really, oh man, it's just lawless. Right. People can do what they want. Oh yeah.
And I don't know if we've followed them. I don't think we've ever seen like a Satan cult group followed them in a zombie movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we've ever seen that in a zombie movie.
Not that I've seen, no.
Like we've seen bad people, like freaking, like in Walking Dead, they have like cannibals and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this I feel like this is even worse. This is just to like freaking being evil. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying cannibalism is good, but like they're like, trying to survive.
It's not out of necessity. Yeah. It's just,
Like these people are straight evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, and in these little scenes, you see Spike kind of throw up, and he can't handle it, and he sits outside, and the other one of the Jimmies is like, just sit here, like kind of being nice to him.
Yep.
You don't have to watch this, and so like it was. I guess he did get, he got some character moments, but not much.
Yeah.
But and I think in that scene too, or before that scene, that Jimmy is the one who was scouted and saw like Ralph, whatever his name is, his
Dr.
character.
Kelson.
Yeah, and she thinks like, oh yeah, that's like that's
Nick.
Satan, pretty much. Yeah,
which I really like that, like the way, because they kind of set that up in the other movie with him like having the iodine on him, so he's all orange or red, and like just so many things. Him like building the Temple of Bones. It makes total sense that they would think he's old Nick, and I love that. That was a cool way.
It's like stamped in there, like a zombie sitting there talking to him a little more. So like it makes total sense why these Satanists, they'll believe anything, and they're like, oh, that's actually him.
Yeah, and like with stories with like two totally separate stories and then them coming together, this was a really clever way to do that, and I thought. And I enjoyed that a lot.
Same, yeah. And so the one other thing with Jimmy before we get, I guess, into that other storyline is I think one of my favorite things about the main Jimmy, Jack O'Connell character, he's like unhinged, right? Like there's moments where you don't know what he's gonna do.
Yep.
But then like he has a scene with like the doctor where I actually do think he truly like kind of talks to him as a person.
Yeah,
like,
he does.
When he's kind of talking about his past and stuff. And he looked like vulnerable almost for like a few minutes. Yeah,
I really liked that scene. It was like a really good human scene, and you could see where his like craziness kind of comes from, and he dropped his guard. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, so like the Jack O'Connell guy, man, I don't know, maybe he's gonna be a new big thing for these villains, because he was the same way. He was good in Cinders too.
Yeah, he was.
So like I truly do think like this is one of the better like villains we've gotten in quite a long time. Like the straight menace, like. But anyway, so then there's that other storyline, which this one's interesting too. What do you think of like this other storyline?
I liked it. It was a very interesting take on the zombie, because it's set up the rage virus, and then like the doctor like trying to figure out some way to calm down the people infected with rage. And then there were some really good scenes like where he's thinking about killing Samson because he's running out of morphine, and then Samson like says Moon because he's looking up at Moon. Like that was a man moment. Like it's actually kind of working. And I'm curious if they'll do anything more with that. Like I don't know, but it seems. I mean, Samson's still alive, right? I'm trying to remember exactly where it ended.
He grabs the doctor at the end and walks away, and that's the last time we see Samson. Yeah,
so I'm interested where they go with that. But yeah, I thought that was really cool. It was like a very interesting friend dynamic that he's like making the zombie his friend, and I haven't really seen that in a zombie movie, so I like that a lot too.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, obviously, like there's other movies where you find cures and stuff, but this one was different because he was kind of going about it more scientifically. Like I think how do you explain it in the movie is like, I understand you guys have to fight for food and stuff, but you attacked like a baby, and you had no reason to. Like there should be no, like that wasn't a survival instinct. Why would you attack a baby? Yeah. And I think they showed it in Samson's point of view, like he only sees monsters. Like it's a psychotic thing.
Yep. They did show
the
that.
rage is kind of clouding. So, and that was one of my favorite scenes when Samson's walking into like the train and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was really interesting. He's like kind of starting to remember things, and he sits on the train. You see a flashback with him, and then when he opens his eyes and all the zombies were there, that was pretty creepy.
Yeah. Yep.
But like little scenes like that, like I really liked that scene, and I really liked how they kind of explained it. Like it's not really zombies. It's just this virus that's making you see things and go crazy. And so like the doctor's trying to, it's interesting. I mean, I'm sure they maybe they've done like virus stuff in other zombie movies, but this way, the way he was explaining it was just really interesting. Like it's more of like a psychosis type thing.
Yeah, the other cures,
like changing your body a little bit,
right? The other cures are more like just fighting off a virus and then they just turn back into humans or whatever. But this is like, he's not curing the virus; he's calming down their brains and treating the psychosis. And it's very, very interesting.
Super interesting. So I love that whole dynamic, and then of course, like that end when they both converge and that freaking Iron Maiden
so good
video.
So good. Him playing old Nick was so great. He did such a good job.
I actually had people like when they ended that scene, like people were clapping. You know, like people because that scene was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
I loved it, and then again, when another moment that was like, wow, was when, well, number one, they pretty like the doctor recognizes that Spike.
Yep.
And says there's one more thing, and then
I love that turnaround.
Yep. Yeah, and then Jimmy stabs him, the doctor.
Yep.
But then they all turn on him and they put him upside down on the cross, and another good scene when he's like, when Samson starts walking up and he sees like almost like Saint Nick or the devil.
Yeah, like old Nick. Yep.
Old Nick, sorry, Saint Nick.
Santa.
Old Nick, like he sees Samson like with horns and stuff, but obviously it's just Samson. So like I just think the camera work in this movie it was still like artsy and unique, but it wasn't too much or like off-putting in my opinion. In this version,
I almost feel like the other one tried to like ride the line of both like similar to the older ones, but then also put this kind of stuff in there, and it didn't work as well. Whereas in this one, it was less about the zombie apocalypse and more about the humanity of it, and I feel like that worked better with some of the artsy shots.
Yeah, I agree. And like when Samson walks up and he looks at the doctor and says thank you, I'm like, dang, now he's like thanking him and carrying him away, and I was like, wow. So like it just went in an interesting direction.
Yeah, it did.
And I do think they'll keep playing around with this like revelation in the next movie. I hope they do, at least.
Yep. I hope so too.
And then but yeah, so like this movie did a good job about having a very interesting contained story and having it conclude, you know, with Jimmy dying and stuff. But while they're doing this interesting little side quest, there's like huge things coming up. Like he's pretty much curing a zombie or treating a zombie. And now that zombie has like his memories and is calmed down. So like while it is a side story, it's still important to the main mission kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
it's a good way to do it. Yep.
And then obviously like the last 5 minutes were awesome. Oh, when they played the original song, dude.
So good.
Oh, I was like, yes, they're playing the song I wanted them to play finally.
Yep.
I think I mentioned in the last review that I wanted them to play that song, and they did.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, that was so good. And then you see Cillian Murphy. Oh, so cool.
Yeah, that will be interesting. So Cillian Murphy pretty much is like, where's that outside? And it's again, it has that awesome song, and it shows Spike and the other Jimmy. I don't remember where she said her name was, Catherine or something.
Jimmy Inc. or Kelly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're running away from these zombies in the field, and it plays the awesome music. And she's like, "Should we help them?" Oh, that was such a good end. You see, like this ending,
much better.
Much better. The ending of the last movie, it was so like when they found the bone temple and the doctor, and then the mom decides she wants him to put medicine. It's just weird, and then it just kind of ends. Like there's no like climax. I felt like.
Yeah, this one was better for sure.
But yeah, I love I really it actually made me excited. Like I was going when I was leaving the theater, I'm like, oh yeah, that was like a 6, 7 maybe. But the more and more I thought about it, and as a couple of days went by, I'm like, you know what? No, I really like. I would rewatch this one.
Yeah,
again.
I would rewatch this one more than the other one for sure.
Yeah, so I'm hoping it makes enough to do another movie. I mean, I know that they technically already greenlit it, but I don't know if it doesn't make a lot of money.
Yeah,
and they ungreen light,
red light it. No.
Yeah, right. Yeah, can they red light it? But yeah, no, I dug it, man. I was pleasantly surprised, and I'm happy. So
Nice. Yeah, because
good
I
movie.
was curious. I thought you'd like this one more, but you never know. And yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah. I
'Cause
don't
I
know when you're
enjoyed
watching it, where you're like, yeah, he'll probably enjoy this one more.
Yeah, I did with like
Yeah.
the Jimmies and the curing the
Yeah.
zombie stuff. I was like, this is more interesting for sure.
Yeah.
And
And
more
no-
unique ideas. I feel like.
Yep. And no weird mystical running on water. Him watching that was, I don't know why that scene particularly. I think because that's the scene where like everything changed. Like I was enjoying the movie up till that scene.
I see. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was so odd. It looked cool. Don't get me wrong.
It
but
looked
for
cool.
like a 28 movie, like it just seems so out of place. But
Yeah, it felt like
anyways,
mythological, like it was part of Norse mythology, like they were going over
like we're
the
watching
bridge
God of
to
War or
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Like it just felt so weird. It looked cool. It's in the wrong movie. I don't get what he was trying to go for with that movie. I really don't. But
Yeah.
anyways,
Cool. Yeah, I wonder when the
Good
next
stuff.
one's going to come out, but hopefully it gets made cuz yeah, I'm excited for it.
I know they didn't film it with this one, so it will at least be a couple of years.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think they filmed this one and the last one back to back. Hence why it came out, like 7 months after the first one came out?
Yeah. Okay. Let me get this there.
What one we got next?
Let's talk about Fallout next.
Fallout, yes.
So, for Fallout, we have episodes 4 through 6 to talk about.
4 through 6.
And I'll go ahead and say my scores first on this one. And again, we'll give our thoughts without spoilers before going in with the spoiler warning. But yeah, I mean, we've kind of echoed this before, but like consistency with this show is key. Like that's what I feel like the theme of the show is it's just so consistent. I thought episode 4 was great. I gave that one an 8. I thought it had some funny moments, cool action, good CGI. It had some like game moments where I was like, oh, that looks like a thing from the game. And so I enjoyed that. And then episodes 5 and 6. So episode 5, I really, really enjoyed. It was probably my favorite episode of the season. It had amazing action and effects and also really, really good acting. So I gave episode 5 a 9, and then episode 6 was good too. I don't think it was as good as episode 5, but I gave that one an 8. And I'm liking all the different plot lines. I'm interested to see where they go with it, and we got to see some cool new stuff that I was very excited about in episode 6. And I'll just say the Ghoul is such a good character, both in the flashbacks and in current time. Like he's just so interesting to watch every time he's on screen. He's been a highlight. So
For sure. Definitely the best character in the show.
Yes, definitely.
That's coming from someone who loves Lucy. I actually have the same scores, I think. Yeah, episode 4 I thought was an 8. I really enjoyed it. The action was cool, interesting concepts. And it was cool seeing some of like the creatures and stuff.
Yep.
Episode 5, I agree. I actually think that was the best episode of the season as well. I really loved that episode.
Yep.
Like this is the episode I was like, man, like I see what they're doing. Like, I don't know. It just really good, which we'll talk about in spoilers.
Yep.
And then episode 6, I agree. I gave an 8 too. I don't know if I think I agree. I think it's on par with episode 4. I think it feels like I don't want to say slower episode, but like I mean I liked episode 5 so much it felt like a step back. While I still think it had very interesting concepts, specifically with Lucy, and they did some stuff with the flashbacks. There's a couple things I like and a couple things I don't like, which we'll talk about in spoilers. But yeah, I gave that an 8 as well. I think consistency, it's great. It's a good show. I feel like at this point, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed,
Yeah, true.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I can't talk about much until spoilers. So.
Yeah, it's such a good show. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into spoilers. So, spoiler alert for Fallout Season 2, episodes 4 through 6. And man, we got in episode 4, we got some new stuff from the game that I loved. And then episode 6, we got some new stuff from the game
What
that
stuff
I was.
in episode 4 was the new stuff from the game?
The Death Claw.
Yeah, the monster thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The Death Claws are really, really scary in the games, especially when you first start and you run into them. They're like, oh my goodness, these things will kill me so fast. And
really scary in the show too.
Yeah, seeing them in the game was really cool. And the fact that I didn't really know exactly where they came from, but the fact that it's pre like Fallout, pre like explosions, and it was made for like the military was a really interesting thing to learn.
That's what I was confused about at first. I'm like, wait a second, like the explosions haven't happened and these monsters are like already here, like they're not mutant things from the explosion.
In the games, I don't know. You probably can find out about it. There's probably some computer somewhere that talks about it, but I didn't know where they came from. I always just assumed they were like mutated from the explosions, but learning that they were basically made for the military to fight their wars instead of humans is really interesting and adds a layer to it that I didn't know. So that's cool.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then like seeing the Elvis impersonators, those were in the games as well.
Those were in the game.
Yeah, they were humans. They weren't ghouls at that point. So,
okay.
And then like Lucy fighting them. When she's fighting them, it kind of looks like the VAT system where in the games you can like slow down time and aim and shoot at specific body parts and stuff. And the fact that she was high, when you take that drug in the game, you get like unlimited action points. So it makes sense that she was just like hitting every shot and stuff. Like there's cool little things like that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't have gotten that reference.
Yep.
Well, I didn't get that reference. So, but like, that's cool. Yeah, little things like that.
Yeah, very cool.
What'd you think of like Maximus and that storyline?
Yeah, so let's see. Episode 4 was the one where stuff kicks off and like he like tries to kill Quintus and then all the airships start crashing. I thought that looked really cool, that whole
it did look really
fight
cool,
in the background. And I'm glad that Maximus got away from there because it definitely seems like he's not right for that brotherhood.
He took the
power source. Yep. Yeah.
So what are they doing though? Like, because now he's away from the what is that group called?
The Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah. So like, that's pretty like all that's gone right there.
Yeah, I wonder if
like a new Brotherhood of Steel type thing, or
I wonder if the Commonwealth maybe comes in and starts taking over this area because I mean they're big back east, so they could come up and maybe like take over the Brotherhood now that it's in shambles, even more so.
It's crazy because it feels up until episode 6, it feels like a totally different show. Yeah. Doesn't it? Like it doesn't feel like separated so much from everything else.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was wondering, like, how are they going to connect this? Because like I felt like obviously Maximus and Lucy have to find each other at some point, but I was like, how are they going to do this? Because it did feel super disconnected at that point.
Yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, I found that interesting, and it looked really cool. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this was a solid one, but yeah, episode 5.
Oh, episode 5 was so good.
Was so good.
Yep.
Like the ghoul is just such an interesting character, man.
Yeah, and I think it might have been in episode 4, but when she was killing the ghouls and she's like, "What? They're just ghouls," and the face the ghoul gives, that was just a funny moment. Yeah. Lucy being high and just unhinged was pretty funny.
I was going to ask you, how did you like that whole little couple or episode or two where she was high pretty much?
It was funny. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and I'm interested to see the Fallout because like in the Fallout games, when you do too much of that, you get like hooked on it and then you get like fatigued and like basically hungover. And
Which the ghoul was saying there, right? It'll get hooked on that stuff. Like,
so
I think he mentioned something about that.
To see if anything else happens with that. Seems like she's kind of back to normal, but yeah, seeing her on that stuff was interesting. I forget exactly what the drug is called. It's not jet, it's something else, but there's like different drugs in the games that do different things.
So this for episode was it 5?
Buff out is what the drug is called.
Buff out, okay.
Not that it matters that much, but
with episode 5, the first thing, like, I really like, number one, seeing Lucy go around, and I think it was in this episode where she goes and she's stealing the stuff from the store. Like the ghoul is like, you need to go get this drug so it can wean off.
Yep.
That was kind of funny, like seeing her do that stuff.
Steal, yeah. And then getting the the glove thing, the punch thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
The main thing is with the ghoul, like with the flashbacks where they're in Vegas at the casino and he's
that was the highlight of the episode for me, was like the flashbacks with House and Cooper. That was really well acted, and I thought that the actor for House was really good. Like perfect how I envisioned him.
And I liked how he he straight up says, he's like I'm someone, like, I'm an analyst, I can predict anything. You're the unpredictable piece I can't figure out yet. To the ghoul, or what's his name?
Cooper Howard.
Cooper? Yeah.
And I like how he was using like a fake house, and that fake house came up to Cooper and was like, Mr. House wants to see you, and you slowly realize, oh, that's not the real Mr. House. He's gonna go see the real one. That was cool.
Yeah, that I really like that too. So like all that stuff was good. And then on top of that, with Lucy's dad, like he finally found someone where it worked.
That scene was funny. Where
it was funny, yeah.
Hank was like, how would you like to forget everything you've ever known? And the guy was just like, yes, let's do it.
But the third part I really liked about this is I feel like Norm's part is kind of been in this episode really interesting. Like,
yes, we learned something really big in this episode where he was looking.
Yes.
I forget what he was trying to search with the FEV thing, but he found it and it said forced evolutionary virus. And that got me very excited because that's something big in the game, which then we see more of in episode 6. Basically, because we see the super mutant in episode 6. Basically, the forced evolutionary virus is what creates those super mutants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And the super mutants are pretty important, especially in like Fallout 1 and 2. I think they were like one of the big groups you like interact with for the main story. I haven't played those, but I've seen things about it. And you also see them obviously in 3, New Vegas, and 4 also. So
interesting. Okay, I'm curious where that goes, because you see one. I was curious, like, what is this?
Yeah, and they're like super smart. And like they look just like big hulking beasts that wouldn't really, be that smart. But I'm pretty sure they're very intelligent. So
like, on top of being like huge and strong, they're also intelligent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting. So Norm found something on that in those files. So, and that's what I found interesting with the storyline is like Norm is like, I saw a funny meme of like Norm is the definition of when you just throw your stats into intelligence.
Yeah.
He's like 150 intelligence and like 10 on everything else.
Yeah.
But I like the scenes because he's like with that girl, you kind of, I don't know, it felt a little more like real, like they're actually smiling, kind of joking, and you kind of see him like, it just felt like a real interaction for the first time in that storyline.
Yeah, I agree. And I wonder if it's going to be some romantic thing, or if she's going to be like, because she was new to Vault Tech, right? I wonder if she's like actually like spying on Vault Tech for like the Institute or the Enclave, whatever they call it. Like, I wonder if she's
interesting.
going to
Yeah,
betray him, or if she's actually just like, these guys are kooky and you seem kind of normal, you know?
yeah, yeah. Because she pretty much said, "Yeah, like I literally just started a week ago." On her mind.
Yeah. Yep.
So like, and then obviously there's that other guy that's like sketchy.
Yep.
That's figuring out that Norm is up to
Yeah.
up
He's
to
not
something
who
or
he says he
lying or
is. Yeah.
something. Yeah. So like, I actually found that little storyline really interesting, and I think that was the last time we saw them.
Yes.
After like he knocks him out or something.
I believe so. Yeah.
I think that's the last time we saw them. The rest of the episode.
Yep.
But yeah, and then towards the end of the episode, you get those scenes where the guy finds the ghoul and gives him a proposition, like pretty much from Lucy's dad, like, "Hey, give me Lucy, or pretty much, you don't know what I'll do to your wife and daughter." Which he doesn't have his wife and daughter, does he?
I don't know.
Or
So
you think he actually does?
we saw the pods for them. But I think that's going to be a fake out, and I kind of feel like they probably like unfroze a while ago, and possibly his daughter might be like older now or something. That's something that
would
comes
be
up
interesting, huh?
in one of the games. Is there's something similar to that in Fallout 4. So I wonder if they'll go with that kind of storyline where he meets his daughter. He may not even recognize it's his daughter because she's older, or yeah.
That would be interesting, actually.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be an interesting. Yeah, I would like that if they went that route.
Yep.
Interesting. But yeah, pretty much he said,
give him Lucy, and his wife and daughter will be safe, basically.
Yep. And then Lucy pretty much said, "Heck no."
Yeah. That was a good ending to the episode too, with her punching the ghoul out the window and him being impaled. And yeah, very cool cliffhanger, I thought.
Yeah, so all around, like all four, or let me see, no, because I don't think Maximus wasn't in this episode, right?
I don't think so. No.
So because there's like four main storylines. I feel like there's Lucy and the ghoul.
Yep.
There's Norm. Well, I guess you could say. I guess you could separate Lucy and the ghoul storyline. So you have the ghoul, you have Lucy, you have Maximus, and then you have Norm in them.
Yeah,
I feel like are the four main, and then you have this,
like
little
flashbacks.
stuff, like stuff in the vault and stuff too.
Yeah,
like,
true, and like the flashbacks and stuff from before.
Yeah, but like I feel like those are the main. I mean, do you think like those are the main four characters? Lucy, the ghoul, Maximus, and Norm. I feel like are the four main.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think all four are very interesting.
Yeah. They're doing a really good job balancing it this season. Like last season, it felt a little unbalanced with like Maximus not being as important, but I feel like they balanced it really well, and now they're like bringing them together. So that's good.
Yeah. So then episode 6. So while I enjoyed it, like I still gave it an 8. There are a couple issues I have. Number one, I actually I liked the storyline with Barb. And kind of like the revelation, but like I actually found it more interesting when it was her choice to do all the stuff instead of kind of being like threatened to do it.
Yeah,
does that make like I found it more interesting for the ghoul and her, for I don't know, it just seemed like a more morally like, oh, who's right, who's wrong. This one
it's definitely more morally gray now, for sure. Like, but I think right now I kind of agree with you, but I think it could be more interesting in the future with like, I always get them mixed up. The Enclave being like behind everything and them being like the big bad. That could be more interesting later on down the line, because the Enclave is very shadowy figure kind of thing. But as for like their dynamic in the immediate, it was more interesting and like it gave us a lot of good scenes of him like really conflicted. And it's still pretty conflicted, I guess, because she is still going along with it. But it's definitely more morally gray now.
But that being said, I liked the flashbacks. Like they were still really good, and the good intense scenes, and we saw what's his face again from the first season.
Was it Chet you're talking about?
The guy who pretty much who Lucy was trying to get somewhere, right? And they chopped off his head.
Oh yeah. The Enclave guy. Yeah, the guy with dog meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool seeing him. Yep.
Yeah. And it was also cool seeing the ghoul like kind of struggling and getting like he's in that because he was on that pole, stuck in the pole. So he's like, I'm still a human. My name's still. So it's interesting seeing him like when he doesn't have those drugs or whatever, him kind of slipping away. It's interesting to see that because you kind of forget sometimes he's always has his whatever he takes.
Yeah, the drugs. Yeah, he always has his cool. And seeing that was like a brutal. He was on that pole for a while, and seeing him struggle to get up and like kind of like changing and stuff. That was pretty brutal to watch.
Yeah, I agree. So, but then my favorite part of the episode, believe it or not, is actually Lucy with her dad. I found it interesting that it's finally going somewhere, but also like seeing. It makes sense, right? Like the dad's trying to, her dad, I don't remember his name.
Hank.
He's trying to, he's like, yeah, Lucy, you can handcuff me, you take me, we'll leave, you do what you want to do. Like, you're like, okay, come on, what is he trying to do?
Yeah,
and then
he has another
bringing
angle.
those guys in and then seeing them fight, and she has to push the button, for them to stop fighting. And it's kind of showing her like, wait a second.
Yep.
Like, they're kind of being peaceful.
Yeah, very interesting. But then also like, he's taking away some of their freedom and she's struggling
exactly
with that. Yeah.
But I was glad that they were fine, like it was finally it was going somewhere, right? Like it was moving, and I kind of like their dynamic because I do think Hank cares about Lucy.
Oh yeah.
So and I don't know, it's an interesting dynamic, and it was interesting seeing it play out.
That actor does such a good job too of being like a loving father, but also doing some of the most messed up stuff, like blowing up a whole city and like like control of these guys. Like he's so nice to her, and then just doing all this crap, blowing up people's heads.
Like, if you just saw him with her, it's like, oh, that's the father of the year.
Yeah,
he's some slimy guy. Like, and then so there's one other criticism. Before we get to that, I liked the couple little scenes we had with Maximus and what's his face?
Thaddeus. Yeah. Those two are great together. Funny. Yep.
And I like their dynamic, and of course at the end where they find the goal, they're they're all just like, really?
Yeah.
The Thaddeus is just like, hey, how you doing?
Yep.
But and then obviously, like you said, you see whatever you called the super mutants or whatever you called them.
Yeah, super mutants. Yep.
And at first I was like, is this just like, what is this thing?
It looks like a Frankenstein thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Frankenstein. They're huge, and it's like they're helping the ghoul. Like, and so I was like, and he was saying like, we're going to need you. We need to all band together for this war coming or whatever.
Yep.
So it's really interesting. Also, that thing they put in the ghoul, does that mean if he has that is that stuck inside him? So does he not have to take his medicine anymore? Can he just have that in him?
That's what I was kind of wondering. I think maybe, yeah.
Because that was kind of cool where they just stuck like that diamond thing in him and he's healing and he's acting normal. Like, dang, so is he gonna have like the permanent like thing? That'd be cool, like an upgrade.
Yeah, very cool. Also, I was looking up. I was pretty sure the person who played the super mutant is Ron Perlman, and
I saw that.
Pretty sure it is because he's in the games too. He does the famous like war never changes. That whole there's like a big speech at the beginning of one, and then I think he's a super mutant in one of the games, and possibly, or maybe he's just a super mutant in the show. But man, yeah, it was cool hearing his voice. I'm like, man, is that Ron Perlman? And I just looked it up, and it is.
Yeah, that's cool. I
love
heard
Ron
about that
Perlman.
afterwards. I did too. But yeah, one other thing I liked about this episode too is kind of seeing the flashbacks, like Hank in the flashbacks, right? Like with like Cooper and them, and he's kind of holding, like
he has
holding the suitcase, and they open it up and they have to take it out of himself.
I like how he took notes on that one meeting. It was just like super interested in the mind control device, and then Barb was like, "What are you doing? Like, get back!"
So yeah, that's true. Because I did like, because then obviously like so she got threatened, right, by the Barb did. So then she went back to the council or whatever and was like, that's where we saw the scene again. I think we should drop the bombs.
Yep.
But it's interesting seeing the different like players, like the different people, you know, that are like, you kind of don't know like who's responsible. Like you kind of do know who's responsible, but like almost everyone's, I don't know. It's just an interesting thing where like you kind of keep guessing on between all the different like factions, you know?
Yep. Yeah.
Which I heard in the game, it's even more so like that. Like you don't know who even drops the bombs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But so the one thing in this episode that didn't work for me as much is the stuff in the vault is kind of getting a little old.
Yeah, that was the one weaker part of the episode, I thought. Yeah.
Because there's so much in this vault that could be interesting, but they're focusing on this group and this fight between those two. Like the lady's like, no more extra food snacks, and this guy's like, no, we were gonna do like for 2 episodes. I feel like.
Yeah. I agree. That's getting a little drawn out.
Yeah, like, and I find I think I said before, like I find the vault stuff really interesting, but when they're focusing on like the stuff I don't.
Yeah, I'm more interested in like what I forget her name. Is it Steph or the one that's like getting married to Chet?
Yeah, the crazy lady.
I like how he looked at her ID and the big reveal was that, oh, she's Canadian. Like, I don't know. That felt like a weird reveal.
I kind of chuckled too. But even like, where's the other guy, the Severance guy? There, everyone's asking. Yeah. I was supposed to play checkers with him.
That's right.
And obviously, it's like the guy taking care of the baby, like knew that he just talked to Steph or whatever, so he's starting to. I'm waiting for him to grow a pair of balls.
I know,
and finally do something. Like this whole season, he's just take care of the baby, not question anything, even though he sees all the psycho stuff.
Yep.
Grow a pair of balls, bro.
Yep. That's what is building up to. It seems like, yeah.
I hope. I'll be so disappointed if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Because they're building up to him like finally saying and standing up for himself. Because it's like, my lord, it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, I think this marriage thing, because he got like surprised that he's going to marry her next, like tomorrow or something. I think that'll be the breaking point.
Is this lady actually psycho, or is she purposely like doing this?
I think she's. So I have a theory that she might be related to the Enclave, possibly. Like I think because we know she's Vault 31, so she was like a Vault Tech employee and not just a Vault dweller. But I think there's more. I feel like she's doing more, and it might be related to the Enclave, but that's just a theory. It might not be.
Because she's had some in a couple episodes ago, the conversation with the other Vault leader. They're kind of doing like sketchy conversations. See, that stuff I find interesting, but when you're focusing on the stupid, snacks. I get extra rations, snacks. I don't. It's like, okay, we get it for 2 episodes.
Yeah, and then that scene where they were all dancing, but it was all in his mind was a little weird. Although I liked the music, but like that was strange.
It was interesting, but very random.
Yeah.
So, but that was kind of what kept this episode a little lower. Luckily, it didn't take up too much time.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything else was great, and there's going to be 8 episodes, right? So there's only 2 episodes left?
Yes. Yep.
That's crazy, man. Like,
I know.
It's weird because I don't know if this is a negative or a positive, but it feels like a lot has happened, but nothing at the same time.
Yeah, it feels like more has happened than in like Percy Jackson or something. I feel like maybe it's the longer runtime, but it definitely feels like more has happened. But yeah, it still feels like it's building up to something bigger that's about to happen.
It's such a slow buildup, which isn't a bad thing. That's why I'm not counting it as a negative. But with only 2 episodes left, I'm like, what exactly are they building up to? There's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
For this season.
Yeah, it's interesting.
But again, I'm not going to count it as a criticism because this will obviously get renewed for more seasons and stuff. Yeah. It's a build-up,
Yep.
And
they're still doing cool stuff too.
Oh yeah,
like seeing
and
all
they're
the
like
stuff
expanding the world and lore and setting pieces up. Like this season 2 could very well be a setup season. I feel like some shows have that where they build up. Like it still has its own conclusion, but it builds to something bigger for the future seasons, kind of thing.
Yep.
So, which I feel maybe a lot of season 2s, now that I think about it, are kind of like that. They build out the first season, but it's more of setting up for like
the
rest of the
huge
show.
Overall arcing story. Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, it's been great. I've been, honestly, besides anime, that's pretty much what I'm watching. And Percy Jackson, of course.
Yeah, I'm more excited for this show than Percy Jackson. So yeah, like each week.
Yeah, for sure. So, but once these shows are over, I mean, I honestly, I pretty much just watch anime right now.
Yeah,
which is crazy to say.
I know, but, what a swing.
I know. So, all right, what do we got next? Percy?
Yes, Percy let's do Percy Jackson next. So, it's Percy Jackson season 2 episodes 6 through 8, I believe is what we have to talk about.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me just make sure. Yes. Okay. And yeah, we'll talk about it again without spoilers first, and then we'll put a spoiler alert. So, Alex, you want to go ahead and start us off on this one?
Sure, yeah. So you said 6, 7, and 8, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so okay, that's coming back to me now. So yeah, episode 6, I enjoyed. Yeah, I think that was the episode where they go into Annabeth and Percy go to try to save people. I can't spoil it, but
yeah.
Yeah, I like that episode. I thought it was a good kind of continuation off of the last episode. Like the story was moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was probably one of the better episodes of the season. I gave that one an 8. I liked that episode from what I remember. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Episode 7, so episode 7, I think I liked about the same, maybe a little less, but they did some interesting things in this episode that I really liked, which we can talk about in spoilers.
Okay.
So I'll give this one an 8 as well. I think I liked the other episode more, but again, I think this was a good it was fast paced, good, moving the story forward, and it did a couple interesting things. And so I gave this one an 8. And then episode 8, I mean, I thought this was a pretty good finale. I think one of my issues with the show, and I don't think it's the show's fault, I think it's just the material, is I feel like it doesn't know if it wants to be a show for like adults or kids.
Yeah.
So it's, while I enjoyed it, I can see why people think it's like goofy or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like while I'm watching it, I like it, but I could see people, that maybe didn't read the books or something. I mean, maybe it's not made for them, but I don't know how to explain it. There's something about the show where it's good, it could be, but it just doesn't have that like oomph to it.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I feel the same way. Yeah.
But that being said, I still enjoyed it, so I gave all 3 episodes an 8 out of 10.
Okay. I think I like these a little. Well, I liked them a little less. I think I gave episode 6 a 7. I did enjoy the episode. I feel like it was. Oh no. I think it was sillier than the other episodes, and I think that kind of worked pretty well with the source material. Like there were some scenes that I was just like, "What the heck? That's goofy," but it kind of worked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid episode. Had some pretty good pacing, some funny moments, and it moved the story along. Episode 7, I didn't like as much. I gave that one a 6. I just feel like, I don't know if it's that the budget is too low, or I felt like it should have been like grander. And this applies to both episodes 7 and 8. It felt like it should have been bigger scale. But I'm also not going to hold it too much against it, because book 2 was my least favorite of the original 5.
Yeah.
So that could be part of it too. Like it kind of just feels like Percy's along for the ride at some points and doesn't really do much either. But
I mean, literally in the last episode.
Yeah. And then the last episode, I thought it was a fine finale, and I'm glad we're getting season 3 this year. So I gave episode 8 a 7. again, like the scale, it just felt like it should be grander. There's some things that feel like it's missing. It didn't ruin it. I still enjoyed it. But I'm hoping because book 3 is such a step up from book 2, I'm hoping season 3 will also be that step up that the show feels like it needs. It just needs something else to bring it up to another level, in my opinion. And they did do some changes to the book too that we'll talk about in spoilers that I'm hesitant on. I'm not making big judgments on them yet because it kind of depends where they go. But it's interesting what they did with the story compared to the book.
Yeah. I've noticed they did some changes. No, I agree. I mean, I agree. I could see those ratings. I maybe I'm being a little generous, because I'm watching with my kids, and I guess maybe I'm putting it through different eyes. I guess maybe
that was one thing I was going to ask is how the kids are liking it, because maybe it is more for them. So.
I mean, they are enjoying it, and when I think of it through their eyes, I think it is a little intense.
yeah, true.
But they're also, young, so they're not even like teens or anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but I 100% agree with what you're saying, and actually, this kind of echoes what I was saying. I guess with the Fallout, I feel like this season was more setup for the rest of the series. With Titans and Clarice. And, like this. I guess kind of like the book, but if we're just talking about the shows, didn't this season, like season 1 felt like its own thing, right?
Yeah.
This season felt like a setup for all future seasons.
Yeah, it did. I agree with that. And even the book kind of feels like that too.
The book is similar to it. Yeah, exactly. So if you think about the way it ends, it literally ends. I can't spoil it, but it ends that the ending is what sets up the rest of the series. Like literally.
Yeah. Yep.
Like it sets up the main story for the rest of the series.
Yeah, so and they didn't ruin it, so like I still am excited for season 3. Like, so that's good. Yeah.
If anything, out of curiosity, finally seeing it
for sure
in live action, But yeah, it's one of those shows that I enjoy, but like I'm not over here like shouting to the world you need to watch it because you're right. It doesn't have that that extra something. And again, this could just be the Disney Plus type show, like in that vein. Because I feel like that with all Disney shows, really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I'm hoping.
I get what you're saying though. But yeah, we can get into spoilers. Not too much. The episodes are a little shorter.
Yeah. So spoiler alert for Percy Jackson season 2, episodes 6 through 8.
Episode 6, 7, and 8.
No.
I sound like such an old person when I say it. We're getting old, man.
I know.
Once you hit 30, it's like, man, some of the stuff we did in our 20s, man, I'm like, how did we survive?
I need to sleep for a week.
I know. It's serious. I was talking to Carrie the other day. Because, we were talking, like, our friends were, like, wanting to hang out and drink and go to the bar, and I didn't want to. Because I don't drink that much anymore. Like, I still drink, but, like, not that much anymore.
Yeah.
And, like, the way we used to party and stuff, man, I don't know how, like, we would... Sometimes our parties wouldn't start till 1 or 2 in the morning until, like, I got out of the bowling alley.
Yeah.
But you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world, because we had a freaking blast.
For sure, yeah.
I just wouldn't go back.
Yeah.
I would not do not now. But anyways, back to Percy Jackson.
Yes.
If I don't get my sleep,
I know.
I'm an old man, dude. I go to bed. What time do you normally go to bed?
Like 10 or 11.
Yeah, that's about what about like when do you usually wake up?
Like 7, somewhere around there.
Yeah, that's similar. Yeah, I go same like 6:30, 7:30 maybe.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. Yep, we're old.
Old.
I can't. We have game nights sometimes with friends, and like sometimes don't leave till midnight. We do it at our house, and I'm so dead by the time they leave.
Yep. Yeah, I feel that.
Anyways, back to Percy Jackson, the kid show.
Yes.
Talking about our drunken old lives. But I think so. Episode 6, I liked episode 6 because it felt like Percy Jackson.
Yeah. So that was the
Like,
one
if
where
that
they
makes
were
sense.
on the island, right? With
Yes,
Polyphemus.
Haven.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. hmm Yeah, I liked. It was fast paced. It had funny little lines, and they did funny things. You know, like disguising as sheep, which I do remember that from the book.
Yeah, them like buying while they were
Yeah,
walking around.
yeah.
That was pretty funny. Silly.
Yeah, exactly. And then, then Luke finally going there, and Percy giving him like it was a good episode, like solid episode. I thought, like, I didn't have too much. I mean, it was short. I think it was only like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme with these last three. They were pretty short.
Yeah, they're the first couple episodes I thought were 43 and 45 minutes, and then it just went down to the 30. Oh no, episode 5 was 48 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was the Cersei one. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I mean, that was pretty much the whole episode. It's like almost like a little heist episode.
Yep. Yeah, and like the Polyphemus knowing they're there, and then like switching out the fleece was a cool little twist. Yeah. And there were some other scenes like with Percy falling down the rope and Clarice catching him and then just dumping him. That was kind of funny. And yeah.
Yeah, so I had some funny, exactly. Like storylines kind of finally converge, had some funny moments, it had the action.
Yep.
And then so episode 7. So while I do agree with you, it does feel like it should be more grand. And half the time, what I thought was funny was, what was her name? Clarice was like, I'm gonna go get the fleece. I don't care what you do. And then she's the one's like stuck in the room the whole episode while Percy's doing everything.
Yeah.
Because she gets stuck in that room because they're all playing like poker or cards or something.
Yeah. Yep.
And Percy's doing, he's like, pretty much saves Annabeth. And then Annabeth's like, where's Percy? She's like, get the fleece. I'm like,
Yep.
And Clarice was just in that room the whole time.
Yep. That's funny.
Well, I guess she helped save Annabeth, but what I liked about this episode was you kind of started to see little glimpses of Kronos and how creepy he could be.
Yeah, I'm excited for Kronos. Yep.
Like there was moments, where he's kind of like tempting Percy, and you could hear his voice, and you could like Luke is looking over at the little tomb thing, and you just feel the intensity of the tomb.
Yep.
Like of Kronos being in there. So I really like the aspects of. But again, this is like setting up.
Yeah, it is very much so.
And then also, where are they at? Because they just called Percy's mom and she was able to go there. How far away are they from New York?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where they are. Off the East Coast somewhere. Like,
I guess it was just fun. I like they just so happen. I guess they're. I don't know. I just thought that was funny, but I do get what you're saying. Like for being, it didn't feel. It feels like it should be grander, so I do get what you're saying.
Yeah, especially in episode 8, like with Luke's group attacking the camp. It was like a few giants and then some kids, and I was like, in the book, I thought I remembered like other creatures with them, and it just seemed like a more of a threat. But I don't know. It might be budget reasons or because it's more of a kids show that it wasn't as grand as I envisioned.
That's what I was gonna say. Like episode 7 ended interesting, right? Where it's like you kind of see the trolls starting to throw fireballs there. Like, okay, this is gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And then you get to episode 8, and I don't know if it's just me, but you're right. There's like 3 trolls, and there's like 10 like students guarding the school, and to me, with it being so small, it feels so silly. Like it's trying to be so intense, but there's like 10 people out on the field.
Yeah, that's kind of my feeling.
Like if they would have had like the whole camp, there's like 50 kids there, and like it felt like like I was kind of comparing it to you shouldn't, but like it felt like Harry Potter, right, where they're trying to break into the forest field, and
right.
But like there's 10 kids, and then also at the end when all the kids are fighting, I'm like, they can't show them fighting for too long because they can't get too injured.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I'm gonna kill you. Okay, then where's this? I mean, I guess they stab a little bit, and Annabeth gets shot with an arrow, but like,
yep.
they don't have the balls to show any, like, they're not going to kill each other.
Right. Yeah. They did have to
I just did
cut
not
a lot.
Yeah. So, and again, like, they get the fleece to the tree, right? And then what's her face? What's her name?
Clarice.
No, not Claire, Thalia.
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah.
Thalia. Yep.
Oh yeah. She comes out, and then again, this is all set up for future seasons. Like,
yeah,
yes, we have battle, but like, the season was so set up, like the book, I guess, like you said.
Yeah. The change with Thalia, because in the book I remember being like so surprised that Thalia comes out, but like in episode 7, Annabeth is just like, oh yeah, we can get Thalia out, and it's like, wait, what? So then they knew, so that kind of like took away from the surprise aspect, but then it seemed like they were like, well, we still need a surprise, we'll just make it so that Zeus cursed her and she didn't like bless her or whatever. I wasn't a huge fan of that.
Why did they change it?
I don't know. Maybe to keep is Thalia on, whose side is she on? Maybe that's more in season 3. I don't know, but I like the way the book did it more. And I feel like that was part of and they showed that like Fury scene like 5 too many times. It seemed like throughout this whole season.
Yes. I agree.
But yeah, I don't know. It could be okay. Season 3 could maybe like fix that. I do think some of the highlights of the season were, I thought Tyson was great this season.
Same. Yeah.
The actor did a good job. That character, like, and just like the brother dynamic with Percy was really great. Clarice was decent. I feel like she had a bigger part in this than in the book, and I feel like they did that pretty well.
Her.
I do wish we saw more stuff like Rainbow. We didn't even really see them all that much. And they didn't have Percy actually talking. We didn't see him talking to Blackjack. He just kind of went there, talked, and then came back. But that is whatever. I think my biggest thing is just like, also, what did you think of Zeus? Because to me, from season 1 to season 2, it's like night and day. And that might be because of the actor, but even just like the setting in season 1 felt so grand and like, oh man, this is a god. You don't want to mess with him. And in this one, he just didn't seem like that to me.
Yeah. I mean, it was anticlimactic. I think anytime you see a god, it needs to be, I mean, you rarely see them in the books and shows, at least in the first few books. And so like, I think it should be more like, it should be like, purposely more grand and more like holy crap moments.
Yeah.
It could be the actor too, because I mean, I loved the actor, who played him, who passed away. So it could also be that. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, I mean, like this whole season, it kind of like just okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like there's like not once this season was I like like I am with like, and I wonder how much of it is because I've been watching too much anime where I'm getting pumped up.
It does kind of change your perspective a little bit, yeah.
Like you get such good build up. I mean, we'll talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, but when you get such good build up, and it's like, you finally get that moment, and I don't have that moment in the show.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm holding it to too high standards. I don't know. It is a kid show, I guess, through and through. So
yeah, I will say the thing that got me most excited was the after credits where it said it was coming this year in the season 3. I was like, okay, we'll finally get to see book 3 this year. That's cool.
I love how that's like a huge thing now because everyone expects 2-3 years.
I know. It's
like,
so funny.
And guess what? It's this year. Like, you guys are awesome. You're the best. Or it means it just won't be grand, right? Like, and they still have a lot of special effects and stuff to work on, which is ridiculous because books 3 through 5, I remember being grand. Like literally grand. Yeah, I mean, titans and labyrinths and gods and war and like it's like so I don't know how they cannot. Maybe they're just saving their budget for these next few seasons.
I'm hoping.
But yeah, that's all I got on this, man. It was good. I enjoyed it, and my kids enjoyed it, but it's not like I'm not over here like,
the best show ever.
Yeah, like I can't wait to turn this on. So
yep, agreed.
It was good. It was solid.
Okay, for these last two, we're gonna change our backdrop. Hold on.
What's that from?
Zelda. Is it Majora's Mask? Or no, Ocarina of Time, right?
Ocarina of Time,
it's the Gorons,
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Let me get the spoiler.
All right. All right,
so
let's talk first.
Yes, let's talk about anime. Okay. So Jujutsu Kaisen this is season 3, episodes 1 through 4. Yes.
Yes, 1 through 4. Because the first 2 came out the first week. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Yes, let's talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. So I'll start on this one, and we'll give our thoughts with no spoilers and a score, and then we'll go into the episode. And I'm really excited to talk about these.
Yes.
Okay, so for Jujutsu Kaisen season 3, man, I love this show. And season 3 starts off with exactly what I wanted from the end of season 2. Yeah. I love that they put 2 episodes out right away. I think these were like... Yeah. There was like a weird movie that kind of went over the first 2 episodes. So this was like the part of the movie, I think.
Interesting. Okay.
So I gave the first 2 episodes 9s because they had great action, great choreography. It was crazy. The situation was crazy. We got a little more story. But I'm mainly giving it a 9 because I know it's just going to get crazier from here. I'm giving some wiggle room to go up. And then episode 3 was definitely slower, but it felt like exactly what I needed after the first 2 episodes. Like I was like, man, that was awesome. But what the heck is going on with these culling games? Because, that's what the arc is called. And I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah. And episode 3 was like, okay, we're going to slow down and explain some stuff. And that's kind of dangerous sometimes. Like it could get very like exposition dump. It's just boring. You're just talking. But I was never bored and didn't really get that lost or anything. It's still kind of like a crazy situation, but like they just made it look and feel interesting with them just standing around talking, and I thought that was really impressive. I gave that one an 8 because it was like a little slower, but I was very impressed with how they handled it. And then episode 4 was a 10 for me. It was beautiful, so well choreographed, action was amazing, felt cathartic. I loved it. So that's all I need to say about that one. We'll talk about that in spoilers.
I somewhat agree. Yeah, I think episode 1 and 2 was the perfect start of the season. I mean, it just starts right up from the previous season.
Yep.
And I like how they kind of answered some things already in episode 1 and 2. Because during I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Well, like because so and so and this and that, but then they explained through the episode. And I mean 9 out of 10. And again, I'm kind of similar to you. I could probably do 10 out of 10 to be honest with that.
Yeah, those 2. They were good.
The action, everything about those episodes were great. Episode 3, it didn't hit as much for me as it did for you. Okay. I gave this one a 7.
Okay.
I don't mind the slowdown, and they did do it good visually. But my lord, there still is a lot to unpack. Like there is.
They need to release the slideshows, the PowerPoint after that, so we can go back and go through all that.
I'm not joking. I had to pause a couple times so I could read through like the lists and stuff. Like I felt like I was studying for a test.
Yeah, I know.
So like I didn't enjoy it quite as much, and it's not that it was slow or anything. I just think it seemed to me, maybe I'm dumb because it seemed overly complicated.
It is a little overly complicated. I will give you that for sure.
And then like, but that being said, like it did, do like, I mean, they said it 3, it was so overly complicated. They said it 3 times. So to redo what we just said, we're going to do this, then this. They did that like 2 or 3 times in the episode.
Yeah.
But they did do visually. It did still look interesting. And then it did set up, obviously, for future episodes. And episode 4, was a 10 out of 10. I think episode 4 it was just insane.
Yep. It was.
It was I watched it twice because the first time I was just pure and like it was a little hard to follow just in the sense there's so much going on.
There was. Yeah.
And so I watched it again because it was so insane.
Yep.
In a good way though. Like so I gave that a 10 out of 10 too. Like that that episode was freak. The animation and the just everything is just wild.
Yeah, so wild. So good.
But yeah, that was super good. So overall, yeah, I mean 9, 9, 7, 10.
Yeah, and I could see episode 3 as a 7. I think I gave it higher because I was just impressed. Like going in and like the start is like, oh, they're gonna do a lore dump, okay, but then like they made it look like the lighting was really cool. The like, I don't know, the way they graphed it out and showed the areas and like the whole thing and just seeing the characters. They made it more interesting than it definitely could have been.
And to be honest, like after watching the whole season, and when I look back and rewatch episodes, I'm sure that it won't be as like overly complicated and confusing. And like I'll look back and it will be just another good, visually interesting episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, this show it just does not pull punches. I guess because I was wondering like because I don't read any of the manga or manga, whatever. And so like I really had no clue what's coming.
Yeah, I haven't either. So yep.
And so like I was like this, I wonder if this season is gonna be like a wind down season because last season was pure just like every episode.
Yep.
And I mean they're it's still pretty insane.
Yep.
I guess let's just get in spoilers so we can talk about the stuff while we gloat about it.
All right, spoiler alert for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, Episodes 1 through 4. Go watch it. It's so good.
So good. Oh. I think, Episode 1 and 2, to be honest, I want to give that a 10 because I feel like I'm going to want to change it when we talk about it. But
I get that.
It started the season off perfect.
Yeah, it did.
It was perfect. I mean, the way the number one, the animation and the action was. I know we're gonna gloat about episode 4, but like the action in episode 1 and 2 were still insane.
Yeah,
like and animation, like
yeah, and some like really cool fights, like with Yuta and Yuji.
I was gonna say, seeing you, I've been waiting. I haven't even been waiting as long as you to see something like see them two meet.
Yep,
and like I was like, finally.
Yep. Oh, that was so good.
Like when they're fighting I don't remember the name of the original guy who was part of the Yuta clan or whatever that's coming to
the Zenin clan. It was Nadia.
Sorry. Yeah. So like they had that fight, and then when Yuta just comes in like a freaking I was like, dang. But then I was starting to think of why would Yuta be actually trying to fight Yuji? And then it all made sense, obviously, after the first 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, if Gojo trusted him so much, why would Yuta be fighting Yuji and Yuta?
Yep. Yeah, I was a little curious about that too. Like, is he really trying to kill him? And then he does kill him, and then it's like, oh, he just had to kill him so that they thought he was dead, and he's actually still alive. Yep, that makes total sense.
And I really like how Yuta was kind of explaining, like, because I think it was Yuji who is like, how is he using this stuff? Like, but Yuta's like, we're kind of the same in the sense of like, we almost have someone living inside of us. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he understands the feeling or whatever because he went through it.
Yep, because of Rika. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the first. Those fights were so good, and then seeing Fushiguro, yeah, Fushiguro, yeah.
Fushiguro, God, kind of come in. It made it. I don't know. The first 2 episodes got me like, okay, yeah, I remember this now. I remember this. Like it kind of brought me back.
I feel like this is even more so since episode 4, but even in the first 2 episodes, I've seen so many like just things online of like the fight between Chozo and Naoya, where Naoya's like fixing his hair while punching. Like I've seen that like copied in so many different other styles. It's like really hitting the zeitgeist. It feels like it's getting big. Everybody's like watching it. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, because you obviously you've been in the anime world way longer. I think if there's anything to get to like the level of Demon Slayer, I feel like it's Jujutsu Kaisen right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's the sense I get. Like if they made a Jujutsu Kaisen movie in the States, like that came out in the States, like an actual movie, like kind of like Demon Slayer, I think that would make bank. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, see, like you have Sonic doing it, Sans, you got Demon Slayer,
dude,
like
that was insane. Resident. I even was chuckling at that, dude. Like, yeah, I watched these 2 episodes twice too.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, him just like stepping dude, on his foot, fixing it. That's so crazy. And then it's just memed on with all the other
the action,
the football ones. There's so many.
That scene, that's funny. That scene's getting big because that was the scene that I was even like, "This is awesome."
Yeah,
like, come on, this is nothing cool. You're fixing your hair while you're freaking demolishing a character. Like, but yeah. So there's, I feel like there's so much. I mean, this might just be a me thing. I don't know how other people are, or even you, but I feel there's so much, and this isn't a negative. This is just like, I think there's so much to Jujutsu Kaisen, so many characters, so many plot points, so much crazy things happen. Sometimes I forget, okay, wait, where is Panda and these people? What happened to these people? Where are they at right now?
Even like the power system and stuff, it really lends itself to rewatch, because I feel like I understand so much more on rewatch of these. Like the first time I'm just kind of like in it for the ride. The visuals is like, holy crap, that was cool. But then I rewatch and like, he can do this because it's his reverse technique. And like it really takes a little bit to like understand it. Yeah.
Yes, the power. Yeah, the power. Like episode 4 was freaking wild.
Yeah.
Dude, when I was watching episode 4, I'm like, what in the hell? But like in a good way.
Oh yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 and 2, I feel like we're a good set. I honestly don't think like I could give these a 10. I think you couldn't have started the season better.
Yeah, I agree.
And I totally get what you're saying about episode 3. Like after that, we needed, I mean, the calling games, we needed to.
Yeah, because like in episode 2, I think Megami even says, Fushiguro says like, this guy's setting up the calling games. I'm like, what does that mean? I need to know. That was probably the one thing before episode 3. I was like, this is the one thing kind of holding it back from a 10, where it's like so vague. I don't know what's going on. And then episode 3 happened. I'm like, I see. Okay.
I needed a whole episode to explain it.
And the whole PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, because I mean, can you pull up that? I'm sure it's somewhere. Can you pull up like the step thing they had in that episode so we could talk about it?
Yeah,
I'm sure it has to be somewhere online already.
I'm sure. Let's
like
see if I can find it.
You know, the branches. Because I kind of want to talk about that with you.
Let's see if it's here. I saw it. No, hold on. I saw it. Okay, the picture did not take me to the actual picture of what I saw.
While you're pulling that up, I'll just say like, so with that visual, it did explain everything, and I wasn't confused. But then going into episode 4, I'm like, okay, wait a second, where are we at again? Like, I feel like I need that visual in front of me right now.
Yeah. I'm trying to find. Again, there's not a good one. There's this, which is pretty funny. Hold on. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So here's this. I was trying to get.
I mean, that's not even. We're not even going into the plan of like the whole plan of like he's. What is it? Geto is who's the guy that's controlling? What's his name? Gojo's best friend.
Suguru Geto, but I forget who.
But they got the demon thing controlling him. Like release something,
Kenjaku,
and his whole.
I think is his name.
Kenjaku. Okay. So like his whole grand plan on top of these calling games, on top of, I mean, we have so many characters in so many different places right now, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to this show.
A lot.
Like, if you're like, which is good. I mean, I don't mind it at all.
Yeah.
It takes a minute to like, okay, there's a lot going on.
Yes. I don't know if I can find it.
I'm surprised it's not pulled out yet. Oh well, I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah, it's probably.
But just to summarize, how many times did he say that? The episode that cracked me up. So basically, Yuji and Megami, where are they headed again? If you remember.
I think to Megami's sister, because Kenjaku is basically turning everybody into sorcerers, kind of like unleashing curse techniques on them. And then if they don't participate in the culling games, then their sorcery gets taken away and they die, I think.
They didn't specify that, but I'm assuming they die.
Yeah. And so the plan is to get to his sister and keep her safe while also participating in the culling games so they can change a rule. Because if you get enough points by killing other people, then you can change a rule, which then what they're hoping is to let people opt out of the games. Because there's one of the rules is you can't change a rule that would stop the games, but I think they're trying to get it so that people can opt out.
Opt out,
so that his sister won't be forced to participate. And Kenjaku is basically doing a trial run on Japan to make everybody sorcerers because he hates the monkeys.
Yeah. And then Yuji is basically going to one of like the clans to participate in the culling game.
Yep.
And that's his goal, is to kind of get intel and go to one side and get people on their side, that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
And then who else was there that I'm missing?
So Chozo and this lady are gonna stay.
That's right. Yeah.
Stay there.
Guard
Tengen.
Yes.
Which I
love going Chozo. Off. Like, he's growing on me, man.
Yeah, I love Chozo. It's so good.
Yeah.
And then Maki needs to get her curse tools, and she's gonna go to one of the, I forget what they call it, cities. Basically, there's like different zones. Yuta's gonna go to his own zone, and then Yuji and Megami are gonna be.
They're gonna meet them. Well, they're gonna go to a separate zone, so they don't meet and have to fight right after they get his sister or save his sister.
Mm-hmm.
And then okay, so on top of all that, so what main characters have we not seen yet that I'm missing?
So we haven't seen Panda.
We haven't seen Panda. Yeah.
We haven't seen Todo yet.
That's right. Todo. Yep. Todo, Panda. Do we know where they're at? We don't really know, right?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. And then we haven't really seen Kenjaku. And then, and they're also trying to get Gojo out of the prison realm.
And Gojo, like, apparently destroyed the rope that could do it, or the
so there's a back door.
With that is, what were they talking about? Like an angel? So what was that? So there's a back door.
Yeah, they need help of a culling game player named Hana Karusu called Angel to break it open. And part of the culling games, which we didn't really talk about yet, I'm pretty sure Kenjaku is like bringing back sorcerers from older time periods. Like this person, I think, is from older time periods that's been brought back. Also.
So what is the purpose of these calling games for Kenjaku?
I think it's just like a trial run to make everybody sorcerers or kill off those who aren't going to become sorcerers.
And pretty much the strongest sorcerers will come out on top and survive.
Yep.
Yeah. And so in summary, that's pretty much the basis. And then obviously in episode 4, we followed what's her face?
Maki.
Yeah. And then I'm assuming each episode will probably follow another
people.
One of those different people. Yeah.
There's probably going to be a fight at Tengen with Chozo and and that other lady. Yeah. And then
so episode 3 was needed. You're right.
Yeah.
It was needed. It was a lot, but when you summarize it like that, it's not as bad as you think. It's just getting back into the world, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, then episode 4 happens.
Oh, episode
Man.
4 was insane. Like, and it felt like two halves of a show. Like the first half was
Yes.
like slower and like Maki getting to the Zenin clan, and then the whole thing with Mai, and it explains how they're twins and Jujutsu sorcery treats them as one. I thought that was
Mai's
all
gone,
really
huh?
interesting. Yep. Mai left, took all her cursed energy, and created a new Toji.
I liked Mai, man.
Yeah, I like Maki right now, though. She's pretty
I know.
freaking amazing.
I know. Maki's the better twin. Oh, that sounds so mean.
Well, Mai
But
even
yeah, it
said
is
she
like
didn't
true.
want to get better. She didn't want to
that's
like
true.
excel, and so she was ready. She was like, "Yeah, I'm just going to take all this with me, and then you can be complete." Which it was really
Yes.
sad. That is very sad. But man, Maki just freaking leveled up like crazy.
I was gonna say Maki went from like she was awesome, but now it's like she's like a god. It feels like the way she freaking fought, man. I was like, Jesus
I know,
Christ.
and I kind of like it because it feels like she's been fighting with one hand tied behind her back her entire life, and like she was still pretty cool. Like she was still strong.
Yeah.
She was like an amazing fighter. She just didn't have that much cursed energy, as she couldn't even see spirits. But now that she has 0 cursed energy and gets this super power up, it makes total sense that she's basically been like, for a Dragon Ball Z reference, she's been training in like the hyperbolic time chamber under like 100 times gravity, and now she comes out and is fully powered up, and oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that and the animation too in this episode was really interesting.
It was
like that scene where she went to that clan and was in that one room. That scene was wild.
Yeah,
and she pretty much killed like whatever 50, 100 soldiers that were in there.
The Kill Bill reference.
Exactly. Yeah, it went to kind of like black and white except for the blood for a little bit.
Yep. Oh, that was so cool.
It was just insane. And you know what's insane is like the fact that we get an episode like this with Maki. I mean, think about it. There's no Yuji, there's no Yuta, there's no Gojo, obviously still trapped.
Yep.
But like we still like Sukuna is still like contained, obviously. It's like, it's insane how much like story there is to this freaking thing.
Yeah.
Oh, who's the girl that died, quote unquote, right?
The one with the hammer and the nails.
Yeah, she was part of the original 3 with her, Fushiguro and
Nobara, I think her name is. Yeah, Nobara Kugisaki.
I don't think she's dead, but we don't know what happened with her yet either.
Yep. Maybe she'll show up.
Yeah, but anywho, with this episode, I mean, but not only the action, but it was emotional too.
Yeah, it was. And like, totally, I mean, she slaughters the entire clan, but it also makes it like you understand why she wants to get rid of this clan. They were pretty messed up. They only cared about power. They didn't think women could be strong, and just that's what felt so cathartic to me, is like Maki just becoming this. And I loved Toji. He was such a cool character, and the fact that we basically get him back as Maki is really awesome to see. And then just seeing her be like, I'm gonna just burn this to the ground. It was very cathartic.
There was, oh man, like so good, man.
And like her fight against I think it's called the Hay, the 3 guys there that were the grade 1s or higher or whatever special grades. That was really cool, with like the hands out of the earth, and then the gaze thing, and then obviously the Naoya fight where she like smacks him and it cuts to it like 3 different times. That was so cool.
I like laugh, but like a cheer laugh. Like, it was just like, boom. Like he was like,
talk about impact frames. It replayed that impact frame so many times. It was crazy.
I know, like the way like he like was like, the noise he made, like every play, I was like laughing and cheering, like see, like that's a moment I haven't gotten with Percy Jackson or something, man. Like oh yeah moment.
Yep.
Oh, and that moment was awesome, dude. I can see that being a iconic moment in the whole series. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. Oh, like so. What do you think this next episode is going to be? Like, who
I
do you
don't
think
even
is gonna
know. I feel like you could pick a name out of a hat and they make a cool episode about it.
They'll randomly show like Panda or something, and not these core four.
Yeah, and it'll still be great, I'm sure.
It'll still be great. Yeah, I'm curious. I am curious. So, did they say how many episodes this season is supposed to be?
I think so.
Or do you know?
This one is part 1. I think it's 12 episodes, and then there'll be a break, and then there'll be another 12 episodes, I think.
So okay, so something similar to that was kind of the second season, right? Because there's like 23 episodes in the second season.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll take a break. Oh God, how long will a break?
It's not that long.
Yeah. Are you talking like a few months type break?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. From what I remember, I don't think it's been confirmed yet when. I can't find it, at least. But yeah, we have 12 episodes, so.
Okay. And it's funny, as I was watching this episode 4, I was thinking back to like season 1. I'm like, my God, it almost feels like a different show.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it literally kind of does feel like a different show. I mean,
yeah, season 2 just like totally amped it up to a different level, and it's still there. I love that.
Yeah, it's still freaking there. Man, when's my boy Gojo gonna be released, man? That's gonna be a lingering thing, isn't it? And they ain't doing that anytime soon.
Yeah,
I don't think. Because if he's released, I mean, he's too OP, man.
I know. I think that's what's kicking off this whole thing, is him being sealed. I think it's just going to be oh wait, no. So I'm looking at season 1. It looks like there was a month break. Trying to see.
Regardless, it won't be like a year or 6 months or something. Break.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
God, it was so good.
Yeah. It's on another level.
Yep.
I can't. This is honestly this show, and I'm even enjoying Hell's Paradise for what it is.
Yeah.
Like the second those episodes are on, available, like ready to go, I watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel waiting week to week, because you haven't really had that yet?
I want it now.
It's a different experience, isn't it?
It's fun because, like, I mean, we could talk about it, right? Like the weekly, like, and speculate, and like when moments like these happen, we can really like focus down and talk about it.
Yep.
But I do miss being able to just push the next episode.
Oh yeah, just wait till the end of the season.
Oh God, I know. It'll be like 3 years. 2 years.
Yeah. That's why what I've done is I've just gotten enough animes that I'm watching in rotation where there's always something to watch to keep me going till the next season.
Yeah, shoot, there's a lot right now. I feel like
I know.
Jujutsu Kaisen, Hell's Paradise, Free Ren
just started.
Yeah, there's like just 3, and I think there's a lot more coming out this year. So
yep,
it's gonna be a good year of anime.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, dude, it was great. I can't wait to watch it. I love it, dude. Thank you. I thank you every episode, but thank you for getting me back, and we're back here in anime.
I'm just so happy that you are. Yep. Oh, so good.
The funny thing is, these end up being like our longest conversations are the anime ones.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, that's all I got. It was great animation. It's while a little confusing story, it's very entertaining and good world building, and animation looks amazing.
Yes.
Awesome moments. God. You'll like it. I mean, if you by this point, I feel like you like Jujutsu Kaisen or you don't.
Yeah, true.
But I feel like 99% of people like it. But
yep.
I don't know. Maybe there are those people that don't like it in the world, but
anime
fans.
Yeah. You'll always get those for sure. Like they think this is like overrated or something. But yeah, I've seen a lot of praise for it, which I'm enjoying.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about Hell's Paradise. So since the last time we talked, you've watched all of season 1, and now you've even watched more than me in season 2. So let's, I guess I'm just going to put up, well, do we want to give our scores for season 2 so far and then kind of talk about everything, or how do we want to do it?
I guess I'll just say like a overall score of season 1 now, and then I'll say the scores of season 2, and then in spoilers we just talk about it all.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, season 1, I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite anime.
Yeah.
But I think the show, it looks really interesting. Like the environment, like being in the island or jungle or whatever, and it's definitely slow build. So I will say there was one episode in particular in season 1 where I was like, damn, all right, this is good. I like this. Which we could talk about in spoilers. And once I hit that episode, I was like, I see what they're doing. And I think for me, I think they do a good job about kind of showing and building the characters through the story. Mm-hmm. Like they'll flash to different characters each episode, but like things are happening and they're trying to figure out things that are like, they just do a good job of character development while still furthering the story in a way.
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but I like the way they're building the characters in the show that started in season 1, and it's good. I like it, and so I would give season 1 a 7. I did really enjoy it. Just
to jump in, I think I would give season 1 a 7 as well. Like above average for sure. Not my favorite, but yeah, they do some things really well, and it's an interesting anime.
Yeah, exactly.
There are a lot of characters.
There are, but I feel like the characters are distinct enough.
Yeah, for sure.
And like the way they tell it through the story, where like, there's like the 2 brothers, and there's like I feel like I don't remember all their names, but I know who they are,
And to be fair, there's a lot of characters, and they kill off a lot of characters too. Like it does whittle it down after a while. Yeah. Yeah,
that's true. That's true. So it's a weird show. I'll admit there's some moments I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Like the whole concept of it is kind of odd.
Yeah.
But like, I'm enjoying it, and I actually like the what's the Gabi, the main guy,
Gabimaru. Yeah, he's an interesting main character, different than a lot of other shonen.
Yeah, he is interesting. So like, that's what I mean. Like they give each of these characters like a deeper story through these episodes.
Yep.
While still like making them discover some mysteries of the island. So I kind of like that mystery to it and characterization to it, so I think they do a good blend.
Yeah.
And then season 2. So you only watched episode 1. You did not watch episode 2.
No, I've watched episode 1 and 2. There's the third episode came out today, I think this morning.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I did not watch the third episode.
Okay.
I did not watch the third episode. Okay, so that's good. So episode 1. I really enjoyed. Both these episodes I really enjoyed, actually. I think it's continuing season 1. I mean, it's kind of straight up just continuing through season 1, but I think the action and the animation is even better so far. There's one storyline I didn't care for, and I'm glad they kind of are doing away with it, which I'll explain spoilers. But yeah, I liked it. I gave episode 1 an 8, and episode 2, I was between a 9 or an 8, but I'm going to give it an 8 too, but like a high 8. Like I liked it more in episode 1.
Okay. Yeah, I gave episode 1 an 8, and I did give episode 2 a 9. I liked it a little bit more. I definitely I was between an 8 or a 9. But yeah, this just kind of picks up right where season 1 left off. The animation looks amazing. I love the colors. I think the best part about the show is the setting. The Shinsenkyo Island is just so interesting, and like trying to figure out what's going on along with the characters and using that to like build up their characterization. It does it really well. So it has me very excited for the rest of the season. And like some of the character interactions in episode 2, I just really loved. It was really interesting. Mm-hmm. I thought they did that really well. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, honestly, if this show keeps improving the way it does, like I think it will have a good run. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm curious where they go with it, because again, I know a lot of people like read the manga and stuff, but I read or do nothing besides watch the shows.
yeah.
So I have no clue where any of it goes, or anything. Yeah, so I'm curious where it goes. Yeah. So, well, I guess we can get into spoilers. Before,
Okay. Spoiler alert for all of Hell's Paradise out so far, besides the episode that came out this morning.
Yes. So season 1, the episode, which you rewatched season 1, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Okay. So the episode where I was like, all right, I see this potential, was that student and master episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Episode, I think it was 8. That was the episode where I'm like, dang, all right, I see the potential in this. Like, that episode was an amazing episode. Like, I would give that episode a 10 out of 10. I loved that episode.
Yep. That was a good one.
I loved the characterization of it. I loved the music was good. The animation, the emotion was there. The shock, was there. Like, that was such a good, like, self-contained episode almost.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
But yeah, through season 1 and 2, like, I'm trying to explain it right, because like, I think the story part of it is slow, like in the sense of like it is a slow build, like we're in season 2 and we still kind of don't really understand what's going on.
yeah, for sure.
But I think it's fun, like how they slowly reveal some things or get some answers for some things. So I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think the blend between the mystery and character building is really good in this show.
I agree. I love the characters. I love, like, the main character, Gabimaru, is just such a different shonen anime protagonist that I really like it. Like, him being so, like, devoted to his wife, and that's what's driving him to get back to her, is very different. Like, the whole Gabimaru Sagiri relationship is really interesting. It's not really like a romantic one. It kind of dips into that a little bit, but he has a wife that he's trying to get back to, and just seeing their bond grow.
In this last episode, it kind of dips into that.
Yeah, for sure. But I like that. And then just like, and even between them, it's like she's the executioner and he's the criminal, and like there's these criminals you don't know who you can trust, and them like trying to figure out how to work together. It's really interesting. I do think and the mystery with the island is really cool too. I do think it struggles a little bit with like having to do like some explanation dumps and stuff. Like, there's a lot of parts in season 1 where it's like, and now we're going to talk about Tao for a bit. This is Tao. And like they do that like 4 or 5 times. And but man, the fights are great. I love like Gabimaru's fire stuff. His aesthetic blaze. The look of it is so cool. Like, and just like all the characters, like in that episode you were talking about with the student and master, it really felt like the Tenza guy was going to be really important, and with Nuragai, and then he just dies, and then now it's the blind dude Shion, and then that
and he's my favorite character.
Yeah, he's really cool. It does some things differently than I expect. It does kind of fall back on shonen, like what's the word? Basically like kind of similar themes as a lot of other shonen, but it also does some things very differently, which I enjoy.
Is the setting kind of what sets it apart a little bit?
To me, like Shinsenkyo is such an interesting place, and just like trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Is there a potion of eternal life, and what are these Tenzen? All that stuff is really interesting.
Thanks. I agree with you. And I think what sets this apart for me too is like, while like obviously like Jujutsu Kaisen and all these other shows, they have a great cast of characters. I personally feel like this show, so far with the anime I've watched, has done the best job defining each character in just one season.
Yeah, they
Like,
do a really good job of that for sure.
there's like 10 or so main characters, and they all have defining traits. They all have their backstory you get to know. They all kind of interconnect in storylines in different ways and have their own storylines at the same time, all in one season.
Yeah, and they get their own like episode or moment to really define themselves. Yeah, it does a good job of that for sure.
Look at the two brothers, right? Like one brother is using too much Tao and kind of going evil, and he has his own thing, and the other brother, like, that's just one little storyline. That's really interesting. Yep. I think it's interesting, like kind of seeing him almost descend into darkness in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you have those two brothers. You have obviously have
sword guy with one hand.
The sword guy with one hand, and then the guy that's with him, he's kind of like the guy keeps saying, I want to dissect these and see what's inside.
Yep.
And then you have the sweaty chick. That's what I call her.
Yeah.
And then obviously you have the blind guy, and then the younger girl.
Yep.
That's what the blind guy, and like that's her master now.
Yep.
Yeah, there's just a lot of characters that I don't know. I just think they do a good job about defining the characters.
Yeah.
Early on.
So, did you watch season 1 in English, and then you're watching season 2 in Japanese, or?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, because I rewatched season 1 in English, and I thought the voice actors were really good. But one thing that bothered me is for the closed captioning for English, they're using like these AI closed captionings, and they are not good.
The closed caption. It's some point it's terrible. They said something. One of the closed captions said something hilarious. I was going to screenshot it too.
Every time it says Nuru guy, they say like it puts like nude guy or something on the screen. I'm like, what the heck?
And then they said like noodle guy for one guy too.
Oh,
noodle.
Yeah, noodle guy.
It kept saying noodle guy. Like, come on, noodle guy. It was like noodle guy and nude guy, and like there's some other funny ones too.
Yeah, which is weird because like the Japanese, the subtitles are perfect. Like
are fine. Yeah.
Yeah. That's just so stupid to me.
Yeah, I'm watching that. Yeah, obviously with subbed, and same with Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched the first 2 seasons.
Oh yeah,
dubbed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it honestly doesn't bother me going back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays it's a lot better than it used to be. The English dubs are better.
Yeah, I honestly don't mind the dubs. Like I really don't mind it. Like Freerun, I'm watching dubbed.
Okay, yeah.
And I think the actress who voices Freerun does great.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few episodes in English. I'm watching it subbed, but I've seen a few in English, and it was good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I also don't mind like when the new season, I don't mind watching it subbed.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't bother me. Like as long as both like our like voice actors are believable, and so far the voice actors in the animes I've watched have been fine.
Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the one thing with Hell's Paradise I did not care for when they started planting the storyline at the end of last season is Gabu Maru like losing his memory.
Yeah.
To me, that was for me personally, I thought that was such a pointless, non-interesting storyline. It was interesting. He was interesting as is.
Yeah.
Like I didn't need him to lose his memory, and like
I agree. Go ahead. You can finish your thought.
I was just gonna say they're kind of like retracting that, like with this last episode 2, where he's starting to like remember, and he's with what's her face.
I kind of agreed until these first 2 episodes, and I think they did it all right because 1, it didn't last too long, and 2, it really showed like what Gabi Maru's training did to him. Like seeing him fight Chobe without the Tao and just go like crazy, biting stuff off and like willing to just burn down everything because he's just another shinobi, was really interesting. And then I also loved as soon as Sagari got there, she's like, wait a minute, something's wrong. This is not the Gabi Maru I know. Like, I really enjoyed that, how she immediately knew and was able to get him back. And like,
that's true. Yes. Yeah.
Like that just shows kind of how close they've become. And yeah, that scene with her on top of him was a little bit like romantic. And I was like, weird. I didn't know how
What do
to
you
feel
think
about that.
the blind guy was like, they have some sort of connection we just can't explain.
Yeah.
She's like on top of him, like, dang, girl, he has a wife.
I know, but I like their relationship and being like the platonic
It's
friends.
an interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting.
But
dynamic.
is it ever going to become more than that, though?
I don't think so, because he has a wife, and I don't think his wife isn't real. I don't believe in that. I think his wife is real.
I don't believe in that either. But I see what you're saying. You're right. I am okay with it now because it didn't. If it would have lasted like all season, or if that was like an overarching thing, I'm like that. To me, that would have been so dumb. But
it could have gone on way too long, and I did feel the animation looked great and the fight was brutal, but I did feel the loss of Tao. Like you could tell he was nowhere near as strong as he was in the first season. So I'm glad he's back.
Yeah, these first 2 episodes, I thought did a great job of again setting stuff up, and the action and the animation looked good, and now that he's starting to get his memories back, and they're almost set up episodes, because at the end of the second episode, they're finally like, I'll work with you until it doesn't benefit me anymore.
Yeah, yep.
Like he's pretty much getting everyone like, let's just all work together, let's find this, let's get home, kind of thing.
Yep. Yeah, I'm very, very excited for the rest of the season. I wonder how many episodes. It's probably 12 episodes. Because that was the first
season was only 12, right?
Yeah. Man, you watched the first season so fast. I think
I watched it like 2 or 3 days.
I know. We talked about it on a Sunday, and then I checked you, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I'm done." I'm like, "Oh, I need to rewatch that." I'd watched like 2 episodes.
Like 2 days.
Yeah,
like, I think I watched like 2 or 3 hours one day, and I just watched like 4 hours another day. Or maybe it wasn't that much, but like I was just like, I don't know, I was just in the groove of things.
Yeah.
And I'm digging it. Like, and it was like I'm glad you said to watch that one first instead of some of these other ones, since it was only 12 episodes.
Yeah,
and now it's airing.
Are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm caught up on all those now, and so now, or did you have anything else on Hell's Paradise?
No, it's great. I'm just super excited for the rest of it. So yeah, I think I'm good.
Same. Yep. So now I'm catching up on Freerun. I'm on like episode, I think like 15. I think there's like 30 episodes. So I'm like halfway down season 1.
Yeah, I think I'm on episode 12 of season 1, I think. And I'm digging it.
Yeah. How far are you past the point where you originally watched it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I think I got up to episode 8 or something the first time I watched it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I'm only halfway there too, like with season 1. But there's something about the show I just like the animation. Is it just me? But when I watch it, they do something with like the screen to almost make it look like old school animation. I can't explain it.
Yeah, and like I also can't fully explain it, but it feels like magical almost. Like they do a good job. I know there's magic in it, but just the way the setting is, it feels magical. Yeah.
The anime, there's something different that I feel when I watch that show. Like they do something to the screen to make it just look different. I seriously can't explain it, but it's really interesting.
Yeah. It's
and my kids were watching a few episodes, but it gets pretty dark. So
it does. The start of it's pretty tame, but once I just got to some of the demon stuff, and it gets kind of
yeah. So I'm like, you guys don't want these because those first like 5 or 6 episodes, it's so peaceful. It's free-run finding spells, and my daughter loved it because she's magic and she loves the girl power thing. And, but then it started getting a little too
when the demon gets half his body blown off. Yeah.
I was like, I had my hand on the remote. I'm like, oh, something's gonna happen. These kids can't watch it, and I just watched it later. I'm like, yep.
I just watched the episode where Freerun overpowers that one lady with the scales.
Yes.
And just goes, and then she's just like, kill yourself. And then just walks away. It's like, oh, dang.
Yeah, those few episodes with those demons were so good.
Yeah, they were really good.
It totally the show changed for a few episodes.
Yeah.
But I like how they they're building out Freerin and what's her face and what's his face. I can't remember their
Fern,
names.
and I forget his
Fern
name.
But yeah, I'm digging it, and I think what the show does good so far is it's emotional.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Like with the flashbacks and just the way they play with like elves living a long time. And, and the passing of it's very, when I watch a show, it's like I can't explain it. It's like a feel good show, but at the same time, it's almost a depressing show.
Yeah. It does a good job of
like
that.
with the flashbacks, like,
yep.
And you're kind of like when she's talking about her time with her other
group.
comrade.
Yeah,
with the other group fighting the Demon King and stuff.
Yeah,
and like,
isn't it such an interesting story placing? Like it's after their big mission. It's after they defeated the Demon King, and now it's like following Freerin on her long life.
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
I honestly, as far as like concept, this is the most interesting concept so far I've seen.
Yeah,
anyway, like different
cool.
wise, like yeah. And I'm really digging it. And the reason I haven't finished it is because I've been watching so much One Piece.
Nice. You're probably past me in One Piece now.
I'm not that far. I'm like 30 episodes in.
That's about where I stopped, I think.
Is it? Okay. But like there's something about that show where I can just throw it on.
Yeah.
Maybe it just feels nostalgic, even though I never watched it. But there's
yeah.
I don't know what it is. And it's not like so far I've heard people are like, just keep watching. It'll turn into your favorite anime ever. There's like a certain point in the story.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, it's not that it's my favorite anime ever. It's just like fun to watch.
Yeah. Luffy's a good main character too.
Yeah, Luffy. I will say there are some moments where I crack up in the show. There are some funny moments.
Yeah.
I don't remember Luffy. It was something with Luffy, and it was. I wish I would have recorded it. There was a moment where like a character said something, and then it was Zoro just said something in the background while the other characters are talking, like some sarcastic. I was dying.
Yeah.
But there's some funny moments in the show. I'll admit.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I've been watching One Piece too, and so One Piece and Freerin are kind of what I'm kind of switching back and forth between.
Nice. Okay, I think I watched up to like 33 or something.
33. Okay.
Thinking, yeah.
I mean, what do you think of the episodes you've watched? I know it's probably been a while since you watched it, but.
Of One Piece, yeah, I enjoyed it. It definitely feels nostalgic. It feels like the old, it feels like watching Naruto or Dragon Ball back in the day.
Yeah.
And I even got my wife to watch it, and she liked it. We just kind of stopped watching it, so.
Yeah, I love the theme song too.
Yeah, the theme song's good. It's just the whole pirate theme and sailing around. It's very fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best way to put it. It's just fun.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep, not last night, but the night before. I couldn't sleep. So I was laying out on the couch and I watched like 3 or 4 of those episodes, and then I got tired. Yep. I went to, it was just a good show to watch. Like I couldn't sleep. And then until I was tired, I just was watching that show.
Nice. Yeah. Instead of watching Attack on Titan where you're depressed.
Oh God. Yeah. I can't I couldn't, and I don't like watching Freerin at night. I need to those ones. I need to I want to focus and get the lore and pay attention. With One Piece, it's like I could be on my phone for a second, or I can go up to the bathroom, or I'm still paying attention, but I don't if I fall asleep, I'm not oh God.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Yeah, Attack on Titan, my lord, dude. I need to be in a silent room while I watch that masterpiece.
Yep.
But yeah, those are the only 2 other things I've been watching. But that's what I mean. Besides the stuff we've talked about, I really haven't watched much. Besides, it's just been flipping between One Piece and Freerin.
Yeah, me too. Pretty much just watching Freerin. I've been watching some Gachi Akuta, which is a new anime.
I think I've seen that on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's very. It's. I wouldn't say formulaic, but it's very shonen, and it feels like it like the One Piece Naruto kind of thing. But it's also the art style of it's very interesting. It's very like graffiti inspired kind of art style, which I like. So yeah, that's basically all I've been watching.
Yeah, I was gonna text you this week too and be like, "Oh, the new Silent Hill movie's coming out," but I just I don't know if you ever watched the other Silent Hill movies.
No, I haven't.
They're pretty bad. And then like the reviews came out for this one, and oh my lord, it's like the worst reviewed one. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll pass. Like,
yeah, that's not great.
But so I'm like, we have. I thought we had something coming out soon. Maybe we didn't.
I don't remember. But yeah, I'm sure we'll see it.
We got some big hitters to review this year, man.
Yeah.
Avengers, The Odyssey. I mean,
yeah, that'll be fun.
But
I'm sure there's more too. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be plenty.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and catch up on Free Run so we can start watching it weekly.
Yeah.
And then we'll have to figure out what other anime to get you to watch. Maybe Vinland Saga. I'm kind of itching to rewatch that one.
I remember you mentioned that could be a good next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll catch up once we catch up on Free Run. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's all I had for this week.
Yep. Same. I haven't played. Oh, for video games, I played what game was I freaking playing? I can't remember. I don't know, but I restarted the Ease 9.
Oh, okay.
Which I know you started it. And it had got me thinking when I was playing, because I never beat the game. I played I think 10 hours.
Yeah.
And I was thinking while I'm playing it, like, man, this is like that game is based out of one city, and it's like 10 times better than Pokemon ZA.
Yeah, the city. Yeah. Yeah, the city in ZA is so like static.
Oh god, yeah, we can go on a rant on that. But yeah, I was playing Final Fantasy Tactics. My god, that game is hard, man.
I believe it. Yeah, I haven't played that one, but yeah, I believe it.
I was going on Reddit and stuff to see if I'm just an idiot, and it is notoriously hard. Like, it's known for being
interesting,
hard.
Okay.
I mean, I was like the third main mission in, and I was struggling. Like, I couldn't. It took me like 15. Like, I'm not joking. Like 10 tries.
Wow.
But I also think it's one of those games where if you build your character wrong, it could really screw you over.
I see. Yeah.
And I did that, and then I got pissed and I stopped playing it. Hence why I'm playing Ease 9 now.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I did beat Chronos New Dawn.
Oh, okay.
I had it on the Switch 2 version.
Which one is that one? Hold on.
That's the one where I told you I kind of like the Dead Space look.
Oh yeah. You did tell me about that one.
And it was on sale on the Switch 2 for I think for like $30 or something.
Was it good?
It was really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it looks really just like Dead Space. Yep.
So I did beat that one. And then, like I said, I tried Final Fantasy Tactics. But
I played this one and beat it. This is now on PlayStation. That? I think we talked about it in the Guess the Game one. It's the one where you just go down the hallway and try and find anomalies. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It's really short. I remember you mentioned that. But yeah, it's free on PlayStation.
Is it kind of like a puzzle game then?
Kind of, yeah. You basically just walk down the hallway, look at the posters, look at the guy, look at the walls and ceiling, and see if anything's wrong. If it is, you go backwards. If it's all right, you just go forward. So it's kind of like a puzzle.
Interesting. Huh. That sounds
pretty creepy at times too.
It looks like it just has that weird feeling.
Yeah, it's a very short game, but it was fun.
Yeah, interesting. Is that pretty much all you've been playing, or all you played?
I played that, and I've been playing some Madden. I got Madden on the PlayStation, so if you want to play that, you can.
Oh, you got Madden?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't played Madden in years.
I know. I had a friend come over who kind of wanted to play it, and I was like, oh, let's look. And it was like 60% off. I was like, yeah, I'll just get it. I haven't bought a Madden in like 10 years.
Yeah. How was it?
It's pretty
Madden.
fun. It's Madden though. Yeah, they've changed some
Yeah.
things, but it's pretty similar.
Yeah. You were probably playing it a lot before the Chargers game.
I was.
Did you slow down a little bit after the Chargers?
Yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
That's when I got
Chargers.
Exit 8. But hey, we might be getting Mike McDaniel, so maybe it'll be worth it.
I saw that, right? Yeah. I saw that. Who do you think's gonna be winning these games today?
I think the Patriots, because Bo Nix is out. So
Yeah.
I think the Patriots will win that one. I have a feeling it's going to be like Patriots and Seahawks. Probably.
Patriots, I think so too. Yeah.
I don't
wouldn't
really
be
like
surprised if
any
the
of the
Rams
teams.
won.
Yeah, the Rams definitely have a chance.
Just because, divisional type game.
It's always a toss-up.
Yeah. So, and they are a little more experienced with the teams today, like
Yeah.
going to Super Bowl. They won a couple years ago.
Yep.
But yeah, I think I agree. I don't want any of them.
Yeah, I know. That's how I feel.
I guess, to be honest, I guess I would root for the Patriots. It sounds weird.
Yeah. I guess if they're going to knock out the Chargers, they might as well win it all.
Yeah, that's true. At least then you could say, well, we lost to the Super Bowl winners.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going to be doing after this, watching some football here in a little bit.
This is perfect timing.
I know we're making like a rice chicken soup
Yum.
type thing in a crock pot. So like I'm just gonna be snacking on it, eating soup all afternoon and
Staying
watching
warm.
football.
Yeah, nice.
And warm, probably playing my Switch.
Very nice.
Oh. So, but anyways, that's all I got too.
One thing I will say, I'm reading this book right now. It's part of a series that I think you would absolutely love. It's called the Red Rising series. It's so good.
That sounds familiar.
So fast paced, and the setting is so interesting, and it's just like pure sci-fi action. And then like in the fourth book, it kind of like expands the world. It slows down a bit, but then the fifth book, it's so good. If you're ever looking for something to get into reading, Red Rising, so
that sounds
good.
familiar. Is the cover just a black cover with like a red line, or no? I think it's something else.
One of them
What's
might
the cover
be
look like?
this one. It has the wing.
Okay, I definitely seen that cover.
Yeah, it's
Pierce Brown. It sounds familiar.
It's so good. The first book is very like it's kind of like academy focused, like the whole like they go to an academy and learn, but then after that it like expands so much and completely changes, and it's like just pure sci-fi action.
Is the first book?
It's not that long, and honestly, once you start reading it, it flies by. It is so fast paced.
Red Rising. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, it's so
I've been
good.
looking for a good book.
It's so good, and if you're into that sci-fi, read it. If you're looking for a sci-fi thing,
how the heck do you find all this time for all these hobbies, man?
I don't have kids.
Actually, you're right.
That helps.
Facts. That is facts. Oh, that's funny. The funny thing is, you're 100% right. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I've had to adapt, but I feel like I do. You
still find time for all this, so
I feel like you have to, or you're going insane.
Yeah, true.
You have to find time for yourself.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna Red Rising. I seriously might start reading that because I have been wanting to.
It's like my favorite series right now. It's so good, and also does not pull its punches. I will say that.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm going to. I've been using my Kindle. I usually like physical books, but I read a lot in bed when Kara's in bed.
Yeah,
it's just
the Kindle's so much better.
Yeah, it's just so easy to freaking.
And actually, I would suggest Red Rising first, but me and my wife are actually reading this together. I read it out loud to her. And this is another book you'd like, Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's like straight up based off of a video game or like D&D or something. Like it's good. It's the Red Rising, I would say I like better just because I'm such a sci-fi fan. But this is really good. It feels like you're reading a video game. It's pretty cool.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'll start with the Red Rising.
Oh, Red Rising, so good.
Charge my Kindle up. It'd be nice to have, a book. It's always nice to have a book on hand.
Yeah, the main character in that is so cool.
How many books are in that series?
There's 6 out right now. I think the 7th is coming out soon-ish.
Is there like a set amount of books he said there's going to be?
That's a good question. How many books will there be? I think the 7th is the last one.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, and it's supposed to release this year.
Oh, okay.
And like reading these books, I'm like, man, I want like an animated show for this. Like it would be so cool animated with all this stuff. Because I don't know. It just, it's so good.
You never know. I feel like everything's based off books now.
Yeah. Well,
but yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, I'm going to download. I'm going to see how much it is on Kindle. Sometimes Kindles have good sales.
Yeah, it's probably like $5 or something on Kindle.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, I'll keep up with the shows. There's something else I was going to say, but I totally forgot.
Yeah, you can just text it to me.
Yeah, but okay.
Cool. Yeah, my wife's probably like, where is he? So we should probably end.
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining, and we will be back next week.